Hello and welcome back to my channel. There was a lot of stuff going down last night in the anti-KJ community. It is crazy. So probably it is going to be a KJ heavy night tonight, just because we need to deal with this and speak about it, because I think lots of people have questions and newcomers. you, oh boy, is it? Wow, we've got lots to. I just finished. Oh, I'm just still watching Kay's video from today. But Katie Joyce did 3 lives. Thank you, Gail. She did 3 live streams today. She's set off a huge amount of accusations about people, and she's given out the full names of people, which I don't agree with. But we've got other stuff to talk about before we get to that point of the thing. And my son is due to come home on the train at some stage, so I will need to leave to go pick him up. So either I'll end the chat and then come back, or somebody can jump on and entertain everybody while I go and come back. Hello, Jonathan. How are you? So Australia's pretty crazy at the moment. We've got New South Wales in a 14-day stay-at-home order. Can't say the word lockdown. Northern Territory, parts of Northern Territory are on a 48-hour lockdown. Western Australia has brought in some strict restrictions. Victoria is still coming out of their restrictions. And Queensland are sitting and waiting. Yes, John Fox. It's not been good. Not been good at all. There's been the story of your life, Gail, or maybe you can give us a blow-by-blow of the rugby. So I don't know. I'm hoping the last train's not until midnight, so it might be then, and I'm hoping to be finished by then. But just in case, so I might have to go. But it definitely has been one of those very crazy days. And my car's not working or cooperating either, so that's got a trip to the mechanics tomorrow. Yes, I read that, Matt Hancock resigned yesterday. And, oh, really? Queensland is under restrictions through the whole 2 weeks. Oh, really? So Queensland's under restrictions as well. So nearly all of Australia has some type of restrictions or something going on. But don't worry, our government's got it all under control. And in other news, the Victorian Premier is back to work tomorrow and did a video today explaining what happened with the accident. And I hate to tell Dim Tim and all the naysayers from the Victorian Liberal Party, his wife was with him. They were actually at a holiday house, and he fell down the stairs going to the car and ended up on the concrete floor. And his wife was there, funnily enough. So there's the end of that conspiracy theory. He should never have had to adjust himself. Jenna, I've got something for you. Everyone knows what this is. Everyone knows what's coming when I say I've got something for you. But you're right, Gail. He should not have had to have justified himself, in my opinion. So weird, but hopefully Charlotte can feel a little less stress. Look, Poppy Seeds and I were actually talking about this before, and I have some thoughts. I'll probably be deemed unpopular, but hello, Plan to Create. But as I said, well, we can watch the lives today. Jenna, this is you. everything's fine, Jenna. This is just a picture from you of you made by Osbel. I think it may make things worse in some ways because people's full names have been brought out in the open, and I don't think that was fair. Nobody deserves that. I mean, not even Charlotte deserved it to happen to her, the stuff that came out. But we know that our friend KJ has now been given a narrative. Dee, we are getting pictures together. I have to do a list of pictures for Osbel to make. So we're just trying to get all the regulars done as well. So yeah, I'll put you on my list. We're just trying to have plan to create. We're going to get one for her. So plan to create. Did you watch any of the lives today? Hello, Anthony. We're talking about lots of little things, but we need to actually deal with the part of the tea stuff. Cool. Some of the tea stuff today. Have they? According to my social blade, I lost 10 subs. But you watched the first. Apparently, there was 3 of them. It was really bizarre. And the last one, she did a call-in with Amy Duggar and Dylan. Oh, look, I've had enough of it. And I really don't... Oh, I've gone up by 1. I'm not really one to talk about it, but I think we need to address it because I know that people are going to have concerns. So I'm happy to address that. I'm happy to watch the lives. And the only question that I've got, let's just put it out there straight away, is here's my thing. Everyone is saying that Nat has confessed to calling the CPS, and okay, that's been admitted that was done. Miss Noble admitted that she knew that had happened. Admitted that there were certain things that was done, but there were other things that she didn't, like the faking of the screenshots and everything, and that has sent a letter to confess. So here's the question I've got. Katie Joy's narrative has been all along that Nat is nothing but a liar, and she does, she's doing all these bad and terrible things. But all of a sudden now she's telling the truth because she's now admitted to being a bad person. So my question is, how do we know that she's telling the truth if she's admitted it? Is she just telling the truth to take the heat off? Do you know how when some people go into under pressure, they go, well, I'll just tell them what they want to hear to make it go away? And so to make it go away. But if you keep calling somebody a liar and keep saying that somebody keeps doing all these things, at what point do you believe them? Do you believe them? Shouldn't the confession, the alleged confession, I'm going to call it the alleged confession, be investigated? That's one of your questions too, Feel the Love. Because now everyone's saying, well, hello, Karen. Everyone's saying now, Katie Joy's been vindicated by and everything. I don't know that. Now she's saying that Nat is telling the truth. But we've been told that she's been lying the whole time. Why is it now the truth? That's what I think Plan to Create. And that's, yeah, Jenna, everything should be investigated because it's obvious. And here's my other question. Here's my other thought. Why is it that Katie Joy can be manipulated by Swanson, but nobody can be manipulated by another person? For example, Nat. If people are saying that they felt like they were being manipulated, well, Salt says, yeah, well, that's right. He even came out today and said that she's not the hacker. KJ met her match. And that's where I'm having trouble, Sarah. I'm having trouble with this narrative that Nat is now a good person after saying that she's been bad. So let's look at this Twitter stuff, because let's start there, because let's get this off. Let's get this dealt with right now. And I don't agree in doxing, and I'm sorry that I'm going to have to. You have so many questions for the love. Well, look, feel free to ask them, because I think, as I said, Poppy and I were talking about this because I was saying that I didn't feel. No, Nat's confessed apparently to faking all the screenshots. And there's people that believe the screenshots, and now Katie's going after them. But what I'm saying is, why can't they have been manipulated? And why now is Nat suddenly telling the truth when she's been lying the whole time? So this is my issue. All right. So I want to be clear that those have stalked, harassed, and gone real life with me. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you say critical things about me. You cross a major line when you contact police alleging medical and physical abuse of my son. I don't know, Gail. You crossed the line when you walked into a police station to get my police report, where I was redacted as the victim, and then outed me as the victim, and then you analysed the report to prove that I was lying. You are all our apologists. Well, first of all, nobody walked into the police station. You crossed the line when you filed a false CPS report alleging my husband punched my son. You crossed the line when you called the hospital my son was admitted to. You crossed the line when you mocked my mental illness and accused my doctors of illegally prescribing meds. You crossed the line when you filed a 7-page report in the wrong country, accusing me of abuse, neglect, Munchausen's by proxy, resulting in 2 sheriff departments coming to my home. You crossed the line with mocking of my face and chin. You crossed the line when you created fake screenshots to make it seem like I had a friendship with Nat. You crossed the line when you faked screenshots about a child's death. You crossed the line when you've contacted my sources to warn them about me with fake allegations. You all claim I'm a terrible person, but I haven't done any of the above items to anyone ever. You say you want me to do better, but never listen to me and accuse me of lying. You don't want me to change. You want to harass and switch the goalposts to improve. You provide no valuable criticism. Instead, you spend your time in troll groups on Reddit, Facebook, or wherever, working together to harass and push me to my limits. Then you cry doxing when we figure out who you are and the crimes you committed. And that is somebody that that did a declaration about it. And the other thing is, Salts would have been fooled too. None of you are Anons, and Salts and I are getting closer to figuring out who is behind all of this, and these people will be held criminally and civilly responsible. Don't you dare compare my work reporting stories to your stalking and harassment. I don't cross the lines you have. Okay. Also, to be clear, I have never in my life gone into Facebook groups to locate Nat. I don't need to locate this woman. My lawyer and Salts know who she is and how to contact her, so don't be daft by believing I'd even stoop to the levels when I have an attorney. Here is Nat's mum claiming I sent her granddaughter a memorial, a card, and spoke to them on regular video chat. She says she watched Todd hit my son. Not true, any of it. I don't know these people. Todd never hit our son ever. So that's her mum. Nat's mum. So this just gets bizarre and bizarre. Oh yeah, she went on a full rant, and that's what her lives are on. And she calls people by name and everything. It's not pretty. So apparently Nat alleged, I'm saying allegedly, because again, if they can spoof emails, they can definitely spoof something from Nat. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, I don't know. I don't know what's true anymore. I really don't know. I don't know what's true. Apparently she's going to sue us all too. All right, here we go. This is the start of it. Here we go. All right. But my defense will be I'm using her. I'm just using her stuff. Natalie Kennett confesses to Katie McDermott is her accomplice. A thread, an email was sent to my inbox with the IP address matching Google with Nat's Gmail account. She claims that she was wrong in speaking to someone else, that she created that our friendship in her mind. Now, here's my question. Remember when Salts got an email that linked back to KJ's email address and she said it wasn't me? So here's my thing. Why can't this be from somebody else? Why is this believable? I'm just asking questions. I don't know the answers. This is just what I'm asking. Why? Yeah, we're just gonna start on KJ because, and I'm sorry to everybody that isn't not interested in KJ, but I think it's important to deal with. Here's my thing. This is where because oh, look. So I'm saying if an email from Salts was deemed to be spoofed, why can't an email from that be spoofed? Other than the fact that it fits with her narrative, is what I'm saying, right? There's more holes in it there. Hello, but this is, well, see, I've never taken sides and I've said right on, I don't know what to believe. But I'm just finding it really hard to believe that now everyone's saying Nat's done something when, again, that's another question you had, Phil. See, I'm asking all your questions. So here's another one. So I remember a few weeks ago she was boycotting Gideon on IGs and we couldn't wrap our heads around. So T-Spiracy, because your video amping up my husband as an abuser, falsely claiming my husband hit my son, we've been reported to CPS 3 times. I thought it was once. The only one that caused trauma to my son is you. You are an ableist bully that turned my son autistic meltdown into slander. You have never retracted or apologised for using my son's meltdown for your personal gain or publicly slandering my husband and accusing him of abuse that never happened. Then you made merchandise of my husband. You are trash and I am done with your gaslighting and abuse. Well, that's what Miss Noble, according to the thing that she did on Kay Baxter's channel, she actually went to the FBI and she's been open to. I don't know what to believe anymore. So then we've got this one. So this is Kate McDermott. You are an idiot for literally admitting you filed a false bar report against Michael Saltz. Everything you said about Michael Saltz and me on Kay's Live tonight will be used against you in court. Kate McDermott, you have no legal information. You are going to be nailed, and I promise you, you will be held responsible for what you have done. If I were you, I'd shut up, girl, because you are just burying yourself. You admitted tonight the screenshots were real and that you harassed me. She didn't actually. She hasn't said that. No, and the way that she puts everybody's names out there isn't right either. I don't like that. So yeah, my question is, could the admission be spoofed as well? I'm just becoming very skeptical. I'm just not believing anything at the moment. I just want to get off this train. All right. I miss the anti-KJ community. You are all idiots. You are the ones that create drama for me. Kate McDermott, you don't get to have anonymity when you commit crimes. Kate McDermott admit that she wrote the CPS report from that. She's literally such a liar. You traumatized my son with your... Well, actually, no, she didn't admit that. She didn't actually admit that. I was just... oh, that's right. We've got 2 different emails here going. Has she deleted everything? Look, it is. So this is my question. So she says, an email sent to my inbox with the IP address matching Google with Nat's Gmail account. She claims that she was wrong and speaking to someone else and that she created our friendship in her mind. So my question is, if we remember, Salt's got email, death threats, that link back to Katie Joy's IP address. So my question is, why is this now Nat, but the one sent to Salt's not KJ? And why is this to be believed if all she's ever said that she was a liar? Other than the fact it fits the narratives. So this is what the letter says. And you know what? I can't help but think that Swanson's involved in this somewhere. I just have a feeling. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Okay, so as I said, so she's saying with an IP address matching Google with Nat's Gmail account. As I said, remember Salt's got a death threat from KJ's IP address as well. That was spoofed. So my question is, why can't this be a spoofed one? I'm just asking. I don't have answers. I'm just asking questions. There are so many backhand and him. So this says, to Katie, I'm writing to you to apologise. I'm adding Michael Saltz's message so he can read. Up until a few days ago, I believed I had a long-term relationship with you, that we had videoed often, spoke often. I also believed we were close. That Clark Swanson has threatened me and Michael Brown has done some things I don't wish to go into. I fully believed I had conversations with you, that you had liked and commented on my posts. The screenshot I shared, I fully believed they were genuine and that I was speaking to you. So at the moment, she's believed, yeah. My mother witnessed abuse also. She, however, did not know you or your son's name. I told her that information. It was not until a few days ago, after a mental health breakdown, that the truth became clear. The person I witnessed abuse their son along with my mother was a different person. She too lives in the USA. At some point, I've been triggered and been living an alternate life that was not real. It felt real, and I spoke about you often because I generally felt the person I'd spoken to often was you. I have accepted learning this. I was not mentally well. I have accepted I need more help and will be seeking this. My mother did a video a few days ago. She witnessed that, but of another person. She did not see your face. I told her it was you and told her your son's name also. That was my fault. Once my mum saw your face today, we had a long chat, a heart-to-heart, if you will, and I know the person I've confused you with. I am sorry. I spent a few days unsure how to approach this, but I've never been one to shy away from owning my actions, behaviours, or mistakes. I fully, just because I'm autistic and have 7 mental health disorders is not a free pass. I fully expect you want to press charges against me, both of you. I fully expect the sheriff will too. I take full responsibility and accept the consequences of my actions. I've sent this email this afternoon updating the sheriff. I have attached it. I haven't stalked you, though. I haven't harassed you or sent you threats. I was generally confused and mentally unwell. But it's my fault. I did tell Little Miss Noble about a lot of this, but she believed me. Obviously, she helped me do a CPS report. But it is my fault for providing her with the information that I genuinely thought was about you. It was not. But her actions regarding CPS report is my fault and my fault only. I was not aware of your previous experiences with her, though. Please remove the video of my mum from your Twitter page. She witnessed the abuse, just not with you, and was unaware. And was unaware, and me unaware until this morning. I spent 8 months believing you are the worst person on earth, but now I see that person is me. I apologize profusely. Best wishes, Natalie Kennett. I have attached this email to prove that I emailed the sheriff. So my question is, why couldn't this be spoofed? I thank you, Drunky Monkey. Well, the thing is, from what I can work out from that, Nat could have really, truly have believed that. From what I get from the, it seems like Nat did actually really think she had a relationship with KJ. Well, and that's right, Vedandra. I don't believe a lot of that stuff either. So then she says she admits to spreading lies about me. She claims her mental illness is the reason for her actions. She denies she sent any threats, but the email format matches all the threats we've received, and she failed to correct my name in the header from CS to Katie. What does that mean? So again, we know that the spoofing, and then she says, hello, I'd like to retract all statements made against Katie Paulson, Todd Paulson about their son. V, I have dissociative identity disorder and have been living a alternate reality for the past year. I generally thought the people I'd seen on video were the people I reported, but they are not. When I'm wrong, I own my mistakes. I do take full responsibility for wrongly reporting the wrong people. It was not done with malicious intent, as these incidents I and my mother have witnessed, but not with Katie as I originally thought. Please disregard anything I've said. I apologize profusely for wasting your time. I understand if you want to press charges for wasting police time, Natalie Kennett. She says, I still fully believe that Natalie, along with Katie McDermott and several others, conspired against me to attempt to get me arrested for hacking, sending death threats, and for child abuse. Natalie even copied an email to the sheriff in my county she reported me to last week. Detective Jeff Fox responded to her, thanking her for retracting her report. I am grateful for Wright County is now well aware that these email reports are false. They've made a note about me in their system. Now I am a public figure and a target of trolls. It's funny you should say that, Laura. I actually had the same thought. Because I thought that there was some issues. Anyway. I live in a small community. We don't have a lot of resources, and my sheriff's office covers a huge area geographically. Shame on all of you for wasting all the taxpayers' money and time and the resources of officers that could be investigating actual children in danger. Thank you to all the people that have come forward this past week providing us with screenshots, confessing your roles and repenting for what you've done. The FBI will be given everything along with the names of the parties involved. Stay tuned. Katie McDermott had conversations with people where she directed people to edit messages about me. She also alleged Dottie Morgan and Alexis Humphrey, Shen's panty liner, was somehow involved. Thank you, everyone who provided us with these messages to help us piece it all together. Also, my apologies do not change the terror and pain you have inflicted upon my family and innocent son. All of you that did this should be ashamed of yourselves for the trauma you inflicted on my son by making all these false reports and sending cops repeatedly to our home. Yeah. Yeah, see, here's the thing. From my understanding with DID, she could start something in one personality and not be aware of it. So in her mind, everything that she thought about Katie could be true. And there's a lot more. Like, there was like 50 or 60 posts about this today and 3 lives. I haven't seen them. But they've all been saved. So if you want to watch them, She's just going to rant. Yeah, we are friends on here. And the other thing is, so now we all in here chat. Are we close with Joe? Are we best friends with Joe? Well, that's the question, isn't it? So, as I said, I've got questions. I find it really hard to believe that from somebody that has been, she's been calling Nat unreliable, and then suddenly she's reliable. The jury's out on DID. Look, I don't know anything out about DID, to be honest with you. Sarah loves donuts, but I do know that some people do live in an alternate reality, and they do believe everything. I spent 20 minutes trying to catch up on the topic, but I've had no luck. Oh, good luck, chaotic though. So there's been some death threats and some spoofing going on in the community, and somebody has been pinned. Well, somebody apparently has admitted to doing a few things. So, but as I'm saying, I'm just wondering. Then So my big questions are: why should Natalie be believed now if she hasn't been able to be believed before, other than the fact it now fits the narrative? And two, how do we know that that is not a spoofed email along with all the others? Well, that's the other thing for the love. We can just wipe it and we can go back and talk about totally other things. I am more than happy to do whatever, but however, I did want to address it, and I wanted to get it addressed at the start so we could move on. Yeah. As I said, I have just no, she's a full unicorn. The thing is, another creator claims she has a half unicorn altered. Really? I have to meet her. So what do you think? So what's everyone thinking? Remember, this is a safe space. I mean, you can tell me that you believe it. You can tell me. All right. Oh, yes, because Salt said something as well. Hang on. I was a bit disappointed I didn't get a call out today because she was calling out all these other people, and I'm sitting there. It's like sitting there waiting for your name to be called, and it wasn't called out, and it was like, oh, I missed out again. Yeah. Well, the thing is, right at the start of this saga, John Fox, this lawyer actually got some emails that came from Katie Joy's email address, and they were spoofs. But because Natalie's now, because it's come from Natalie or Nat, and she's a bad person, they're to be believed. So that's my only comment on that. Right. So I'm just going to go to Michael Saltz's emails here. Let me just find it. I'd love to know the truth. Look, and at the end of the day, Saltz did say for people to butt out, and I just hope that I just hope that he's told KJ to keep her nose out, because she may have just, Oh, okay. I think Nat was the one doing this from the beginning. You don't believe a word she says? Okay. Interesting. After reading the declaration critically, I realised the mess if she and I used to talk, and immediately for questions, so she freaked out. Okay. Yeah. So as I said, I've just put in questions out there. Let's talk about the UFOs. Yeah, I believe Australia are going on about UFOs at the moment too. It's really bizarre. Where are we? So anyway, as I said, I just don't know what to believe, and I just think that it's really getting out of hand. All right, here he goes. So he says, here we go. Allow me to endure wild speculations. We reported to the FBI in early January. WIACB reported to the FBI in Seattle in late January. Agents assigned from Seattle looked into it and transferred to LA in March because I'm the main victim in the report. The matter remains in LA. Don't let KJ hear that he's the main victim. Then he talks about to think threats on my children's lives would not be reported. So then we've got this, and he goes, so someone's going, and that was important informant because she gave IP accounts. So there's that one. He goes, we stand by our statements. Evidence continues to suggest that Nat was hacked and received hundreds of harassing emails. We are receiving information that there are others that manipulated access to her accounts to send information from them. Hacking efforts were traced elsewhere. So I am saying she may not have written this email at all. And then he goes, no, I'm correcting misinformation on social media, so a false record is not created. Nat has not confessed to being the hacker. In fact, she expressly denied it. We continue to seek the truth. We've received information that others have claimed to have hacked my account. So then they said, so the email that allegedly just confessed up to KJ posting and went on a live to let all know, along with the posts on social stating you were also CC'd on this fact, is not Nat. Just to confirm all to see. So that's my point. Try 3 for Dandra. Well, that's right. I mean, how many people, Jennifer, how many people has she blamed for this on? I think just about everybody has been. Ballistic, we really don't, other than the fact that there are people's names getting thrown around. And I don't think it's fair that people's names are, she's just throwing people's names around. That's just my opinion. So, how's lockdown going, Peter? She announced that she added 2-factor authentication shortly after initial attempts. Multiple internet professionals have said it is very difficult to hack an account with 2-factor ID. So hands up all those people that are currently in lockdown. There's no loo paper in Darwin? I didn't think so. Yeah, there was 3. Yeah. As I said, I just don't know. I still don't know. I'm still confused. I watched some stuff. Gotta wonder why Queensland isn't locked down. On restrictions, but not as bad in Port Macquarie. Like on our innocent companies that have nothing to do with any of this, just because that's true. You're in habit. Well, and the other thing is that I don't think there's been any evidence that it's nice to say no for once. I can say no for once. We could have been in lockdown for months. We could be in a new one. No idea. Because of the origin. Well, don't forget, Braz, he's been hammered on Twitter. Let me pull up his Twitter. He got hammered on Twitter. Oh, there's no point looking for John Barilaro's. I put down Braz's Twitter. However, it took me half an hour to get to Woolies, and it's 750 metres from my house. I gave up and came home. The interesting thing is that the rate that this virus is spreading, we all could be in lockdown again. I don't think KJ speaking out like this will help the investigation. She said she can say what she wants because she's the victim. Well, I don't think it's going to help either because, as I said, there are a couple of people apparently on an Instagram Live. Not only did she dox one of the people, she actually showed a picture of their child on her Instagram Live. And I believe that that person is seeking legal advice. So I think there could be some problems. Yes, I did see that. I did see that, Jennifer. I was listening to that. Yeah. But then my question is, and look, I'm not condoning it, but I sort of get the impression that Noble was played. And so if KJ can be played by Swanson, why can't Nash have played people? As I said, I'm just asking questions. I'm just putting it out there. Why is it okay that somebody... But the thing is, she went on her live today and she said that she vets her sources and that she doesn't lie and she's so thorough by the information she puts out. But yet a few weeks ago, she said she was manipulated. How does that work? Hello, Wind Whispers. All right. Here is Braz. Look, I won't be surprised if the whole country's not in lockdown at some point in time again, because it's been a shambles. Because we know that it's interesting because the case that's come from Sydney, Victoria's done all the contact tracing for it because apparently the gold standard couldn't do it. And let's not forget the flight attendant that's been on 5 flights around the country. All right, despite the growing risk of COVID in Greater Sydney, we will not be giving up our right to host the State of Origin Decider. I've spoken to PV Landis and indicated we could host the game in Newcastle if Health Advice recommends it not be held in Sydney. And he's hidden all these replies. It's not going to give them to me. He got hammered last night. Why not play it in Shellham? Oh, he's deleted. He's got rid of them all. Priorities, Bruz. Send it to Tasmania. You're my hero, Port Barilaro. What? Is this your priority? Seriously? Look at this one. There was, oh, here you go. Careful, he'll send the fixated persons unit after you. Nah, he's got them killing koalas or laying bricks as his new McMansion. Top work, Bruz. Glad your priorities are in order. While we're here, though, has anyone played the new Mario Golf game? Is it good? I need something to play now that we are in another incompetence-created lockdown. Lackluster, unfinished, and not worth the price tag. Noting they are still too free to release free DLC, in my opinion, regarding Mario Golf Super Rush. You certainly have your priorities wrong. Glad to see you've got your priorities right, you jerk. Who would want to go to a large sporting event anyway at this time? Yes, let's have a super spreader event. Did you ask the people in Newcastle if they want new people there? man down. And how many would try to escape to watch? You, sir, are completely mad. It's only 3 weeks away after lockdown is scheduled to finish. Ah, I hope you're right on 3 weeks. Braz, you're embarrassing yourself. You can't embarrass someone who has no shame. Speaking from Newcastle, no thanks. We don't need a Gladys Custer or Gladys outbreak here. Priorities. Had any comedians arrested for laughing at you this week? I'm not a comedian, but I'm sure as hell laughing at him. Hey, Braz. You okay, Johnny? Maybe you need to have a nap for a while and perhaps awake and talk some sense. Really, John, this is where your head is? We have family members in Sydney testing positive who are close contacts, all in isolation. And this is what you really think matters? No, he doesn't have COVID. Well, so far he's tested negative, but he has to spend 14 days in isolation. So he's getting roasted. Absolutely getting roasted. You're a mug. Is this satire? Mr. Barilaro, given the way the National Party event earlier in the week contributed to the spread of COVID-19 in Sydney, perhaps event organisations during episodes of COVID-19 might not be your strong point. How many people caught COVID at the event? Let's hope not too many. Mr. Barilaro quoted in the article saying it is possibly a super spreader event. I guess with medical confidentiality, we will probably not know, although we can hope that it is not many. This is why politicians should be on Twitter. I know. Well, so far, everyone that needed to be isolated is, and there has been no infections from the event. Will we know if anyone is infected at the event? I would have thought confidentiality would keep individual health details private. Hopefully no one beyond one national MP who has spoken about his health gets on well. How about you check the COVID situation and make a decision based on health advice? Yes, this Newcastle won't be the only option. Seeding will have happened all over New South Wales, only a matter of time. Giving up our right? Are you right in the head, mate? Really, Bruz? Wow, you guys are completely out of touch. Hi, E. Please remind me how much we are paying you and exactly what is it that you do. That one's a good one. I like that one. Wouldn't have thought a game of rugby would be your highest concern right now. So you booked a corporate box for a National Boys Night Out. Newcastle doesn't want you. My mummy's in Port Stephens. Take it to your own electorate and spread it there. Just when you think the most idiotic thing has been said today, player 3 enters the game. Yep, this is where your efforts should be focused, Bruz. Gee, you really have your priorities straight, haven't you, mate? Tweet from the south of the Barassi line. Hasn't that been held ready? I know, they have been very nice to Bruz when he's been in isolation. Oh, thank goodness Super Mario has his priorities right. Have you asked the people of Newcastle? We don't want it. 2 coaches in footy versus COVID. My money is on the one in the right. They're supposed to have an event this week. Delighted that you have your priorities in order. Who cares? You and your cronies have screwed over regional New South Wales by waiting too long to lock down. Tonight there are cancelled performances, bands being cancelled, restaurants closed, and complete confusion about something as simple as mask wearing. Get that stuff sorted first. Hello. Sure. I'm from Melbourne. I haven't even finished his tweet. Right. Is this real life? And if we have to wait, if we have to have it with only our corporate donors in corporate boxes and no crowd, then be damned, we will still have it. I do think. Holy cow! Sound like US under the. Yeah, look, I do too. Uh, you, sir, are being extremely unhelpful and appear to have made bracketatios than sense. Which bit of pandemic do you not understand? I am, you know, the thing is, I actually have a fear that this Delta virus is going to hit right the whole nation. I think we'll all be in lockdown again. I hate to tell you. It says a party for 70 on Tuesday, $50,000 for Angus Taylor. Taylor's brother's company to be disguised as a contract payment. Christo Lanka, the Canberra Italian club. It doesn't sit well, job. It's all about economy, not health. Fixated persons, I've got someone who won't let a sports event go in the middle of all of this COVID. That's just my feeling, because look at the states. Look at all the states that are involved that currently have some type of issue. I'm just very concerned. However, I'll be fully vaccinated from tomorrow. Did he just walk past the sports even twice in a few months? Lock him up. Lock him up. No, Christoph fan always. Depends on where you live. No. Oh, really? I saw a message from a reporter on Twitter an hour ago that ScoMo is calling an emergency cabinet meeting. Doesn't bode well. The thing is, trigger happy, he's about a week too late. The first shot went okay. The first one went okay. It's the second one that I've got concerns with, because a lot of people that I know after the second one, because in Australia we don't have a choice. Oh, look, people are having fun. Here's another one. I'm just loving this Twitter though. I just love this one. We don't really have a choice. Here you go. Rorts are us. Bruzz's pork. Don't worry, John. For a few cheeky dollars, the health advice can be whatever you want it to be. Oh, wow. Long life milk and loo paper. ScoMo. So anyway, oh, wait on. Here we go. People are having fun. So this is still the one tweet. This says, Super Barrio Bros, send in the fixated persons unit and the anti-terror squad. How dare they laugh at you? Oh, would somebody like to come on chat for a moment, because my son's just about to be at the train station, and you can just have a chat, because otherwise I'm going to have to go and come back. So I'll put this here. I'll put this in the chat for you all, and then you can all party. Let me just do this. Oh, it won't let me do it. Why not? Yeah, you can come. I'm just trying to get that to go. Here we go. And then I'll be back. But anyway. People are just, yeah. So Bruz got a very hard time. All cause chaos. If you want to come on, Josh, you can. I don't mind. Just click on the link. As I said, I'll disappear and you can go for it. Right, who's that trying to come on? Where are they? Oh, Peter.
Hello.
Hello, Peter. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. All right. After you finished with Zoom Fuzz last night, I stayed up for 2 hours watching more of them. All right. Is anyone else going to come out?
I wanted Gail to come on.
All right, Gail, come on. Just click on the link.
We're gonna have a union meeting while you're away.
All right. Well, don't. Yeah.
We won't get you demonetized. It'll be all good.
Don't get me demonetized. You know that I don't care about that, to be honest with you. I demonetize myself. Interestingly, I saw that there were 2 retired public prosecutors in who reckon that they had read the Kate's statement from in the Porter dossier and reckons that they're looking at taking a private prosecution against Porter. They reckon that they could win. Interesting.
No chaotic neutral, Dan. No, this
As
is not a cue the leadership spill.
Which one?
Joe's our leader.
Oh, you want a new leader?
No, not at all. This is funny. It comes up in the Restream studio.
Yeah.
But I'm using my laptop tonight to come in. I usually use my phone. So it's
right. Yes, you're in your Restream studio.
Yeah. But that's all good.
Oh,
Gail! Yay!
Here we go, Gail. Peter.
Oh, hello. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep.
We can.
All right, I'm going to turn off my video.
Oh, who else is on?
Me, Peter.
Peter
and
Gail.
Peter. Hello, darling. Okay, off we go. Here
All
we
right,
go.
I'm going to go and then I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Okay, no worries, Joe. We've got it.
Yeah, we'll wait for her to leave the room.
Okay. Woohoo! Party.
You didn't ring me, so we'll just do this live.
Oh, do you want me to talk to you now about things? Okay.
No, we might get the stream demonetized.
No, Peter. It's just between you and me, honey. Okay, no one else will know.
No, those other 67 people don't. Yeah. All close your ears. Shh.
Oh my gosh. So I hear that we're in lockdown because we got a case from Northern Territory.
We got our case from Queensland, thank you.
There you go. Isn't that mutual?
He picked it up in Queensland and brought it to the Northern Territory.
Mutual respect and understanding between our states. Well, the thing is, there's no actual lockdown yet. We're just on massive restrictions for the next 2 weeks because of, New South Wales lockdown. So I've got my earplugs in. I'm not making funny noise, am I? No?
No, not really. Victoria got it from South Australia. See, John, that's it. We're sharing it between the states.
We're spreading the love. Well, I've just my friend was booked to go to Darwin. She was leaving in 12 hours and she was going on the Garn and everything. So she's going up to your way, and it's been booked for like 8 months. And of course now she can't go. And this happened last year too. So a year later, deja vu, and she's really pissed off. So, we're going to have an update tomorrow, are we? Okay, fair enough.
Well, see,
Hi, Princess Jax.
Darwin
I'll
was
see if
one
I
of the
can
first.
multitask and type at the same time.
Yeah, Darwin was one of the
I mean,
first.
it's all ridiculous. I'm just at home anyway, so it doesn't matter to me.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, but
anybody got any
Darwin-
questions? Not KJ questions. Oh, did you see that, Peter? Joanne's watching from the car. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
You still there, Peter?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, had my damn earplugs in. I couldn't hear. Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now because I've got my earplugs in.
Oh, God. I was talking before and I'm thinking, oh, no one can hear me. Yeah, well, what I was going to say to you before, Gail, was
Yes,
we
Peter.
came out of lockdown the first in Australia last year on the 15th of May. So we only went into lockdown for about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So we've been totally open for over a year.
Yeah.
And for us, it's a real big shock.
It's a bit like WA. You and WA were a little bit isolated with all of the nonsense. And we've been very lucky in Queensland. We've only had 2 or 3 mini lockdowns. So, I'm not complaining.
We're only on lockdown for 48 hours at the moment.
Yeah. Hey, Diamond, I see we lost tonight terribly.
Go the Blues!
26-0. I'm so embarrassed.
I turned it off at 18-0.
I could hear my husband out there. He was having a bit of a, he was saying a few words. But, yeah, so, okay, so you're only on lockdown for a couple of days, did you say?
Yeah, at this stage it's 48 hours to allow contact tracing. So, because we've actually only had one.
That's not drinking. I've got coffee.
Case. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, John Fox, Tigers fan. Are you Tigers fan? NRL? Because I'm a Tigers fan. Please tell me you are a Tigers fan, NRL. Because I'm ultimate Tigers fan. I was born in Balmain, for God's sake.
I was born in Sydney. I should be going for New South Wales.
Oh, it's AFL. It's AFL.
My dad was born in Melbourne. He was an AFL. Oh, AFL. All right, sorry. I think he went for Collingwood from memory. We're probably boring everybody, Peter. Sorry, everybody.
I know, but I don't know much about American sport.
Well, does anyone want to ask us a question? There we go. Q&A with Peter and Gail. Off you go, everybody. Start.
Ask us about weird Australian wildlife because we live in those states that have that weird Australian wildlife.
I was born in Windsor when Windsor was.
Oh my God! I used to live at Riverston. Chaotic.
Here we are now. Entertain us. Oh, we have to entertain you. Oh God. Okay. Got no frogs. Got no frogs tonight. Sorry.
No. It's dry season, even though we had rain the other day. So this Mercury retrograde, I think it forgot to stop.
Stop what?
Stop being Mercury retrograde, whatever that strange thing it does with the moon. It sends people into weird phases, which we've just witnessed for the last God knows how many hours.
Is it true that kangaroos attack people like boxing? Yes, they can.
Yes, absolutely.
They can actually stand up to 7 feet, kangaroos. So you don't mess with a kangaroo.
Diamond Crystal Arts, born in Penrith, New South Wales. Oh, look, we've got our own little Western Suburbs family happening here from New South Wales.
I grew up on the North Shore.
Oh.
Yes.
Where the latest COVID come from. Snob. Did you do the whole puberty blues thing?
I'm not going to tell you my personal information. I'm not going to be blocked here, thank you very much.
Which is probably, people in America are probably thinking, why is she asking her about her puberty? Not understanding our culture.
Excuse me, I'm trying to answer the questions in the chat. Hang on, I've just seen a question in the chat. I hear you have spider season. Is that real? Oh yeah, we have some beauties. We've got redbacks at the moment, so that's not very nice. Sydney has funnel web spiders. They're poisonous. Penrith. Where was that other question?
Our spiders are not too bad up here in Darwin. It's probably the crocs that, sort of are bad, and our snakes.
Spiders don't worry me. We've got a few huntsmen here at the moment. They're pretty Daddy Longlegs. They're pretty boring. Don't tell the Americans about the drop bears. That's funny. We live next to a reserve, and we have koalas in the trees, so that's really nice. Check out.
And the koalas in Queensland don't have, they're not infected as much with the chlamydia, are they?
I don't know. I haven't checked any out, Peter.
Well, there's a job for tomorrow.
I'll do that. I'll get out there with my magnifying glass. Anything else, Savlon? Do I need any ointment?
A few antibiotics, maybe.
You're in Thorpe Emancipatory. Oh, have you had snow there? You'll probably get snow soon.
Oh, who's this Joanne Cochran who keeps commenting?
Is that a new person?
Oh, do you think we should block her from the channel? She looks like looks like she's spamming.
He's in yellow too. That's really weird.
I know.
There's a joke going around that Dan's.
He might be a bit locked up himself through his spine.
Excuse me, I'm trying to talk to my chat.
Karen. I think she's a troll.
Is she? Bo's asking about the mouse plague. I don't know what's happening to all the mice. I think they're all dead, aren't they? Oh, did you see what Physics Down Under? I'm not going to read that out. Oh, my goodness. I know we've got cane toads here. They drive me up the wall.
Oh, I haven't seen any, but
no.
I'm not out the backyard tonight, so they're probably all there. I'm just not looking at them. So
I'm outside.
Oh, look, the cold has eased the plague.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they all got coronavirus. It's spreading like wildfire here.
Emancipatory. Gee, that's a bit hard to say if you've been drinking, but I haven't been drinking. I'm in the outer part of Brisbane. That's all I'm going to say. Hello, Alberta.
I'm in the Northern Territory. Come and find me. It's a big open space.
John, I think the cane toads should eat the mice.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
And then they'd all get stoned and roll over and then just die.
I think they've actually migrated a little bit down to New South Wales, thank goodness. So New South Wales can have them all. Bye-bye, shoo, cane toads. I'm sick of killing them. We have them every night. We've got the babies at the moment for some reason in winter. I don't know why. And we've got a bird thing out the back with water in it for the birds, obviously, a bird bath for the birds. And every morning there's a dead cane toad in there. They get into the bird bath, but they can't get out. They're so stupid.
Can I just say?
Yes, you can.
New South Wales killed the cane toads tonight.
Oh, aren't you clever? Okay, moving on. Let's see if I can find a new friend in the chat. Hello.
Just for those who are in the chat who are not in Australia, the Queensland side who was playing against New South Wales. They're the Cane Toads, and New South Wales beat them tonight. So, yeah, New South Wales flogged the Cane Toads tonight. So Gail saying they all went to New South Wales, it's like, yeah.
Right. John, my dad used to use the golf club method until he broke his favourite golf club. So we just have a spray thing of Dettol and water, and we just spray them and they just hop off and die. Because if you put salt on them, they explode, and that's a bit messy. So...
And hemorrhoid cream's supposed to work as well, but I've never wanted to sort of get up close to one and spread hemorrhoid cream on them. So, but apparently that's really effective as well.
Okay, Peter, I'll do that. I'll get out and look for chlamydia on the koalas, and I'll buy some hemorrhoid cream because I don't have any, and I will go and do that with the I'm just saying hello to Graham. Hello, Graham.
Emancipatory channeling. It's funny how you've said, as in Peter, Animal Rights Org. On an iPhone, it's nearly impossible to type my name without it capitalising. So all the time, I know if someone's tagged me from an iPhone because it automatically capitalises my name because of that acronym. So,
and that Peter has a bad name, but not you. Why are
you haven't been to Darwin lately, have you? No.
I've never been to Darwin, I'm sorry. What did Win Whisper? Why are king toads so problematic? Oh, well, they're poisonous. Win Whispers, is that what you mean? I don't think we call them king toads, do we, Peter? We just call them toads.
Oh, that just might have, from where she is, it might have just auto-corrected, so...
Originally, the cane toads were introduced back in the, I don't know, 40s, 50s, don't quote me, Google it, to help eradicate the, who was it? There were
the cane beetle.
Yeah, the beetles were eating the sugar cane up north, so the cane toads were introduced. And here we are today. There's millions and trillions of them. We just can't get rid of them. So they actually sell them as souvenirs. They kill them, stuff them. They can be like a paperweight on your desk, can't they, Peter? And they do all sorts of things as souvenirs. Just kill them.
Yeah, Christoph Van Always, they're really quite poisonous to small animals. If dogs chase them and they get the poison, smaller dogs can die, bigger dogs get pretty sick. They kill off a lot of native wildlife that actually feed on frogs.
Yeah.
So, like our quolls here in the Northern Territory, they've moved them to about 3 off-coast islands to keep the population alive, where the cane toads can't hop to. So, just
they don't hop very well though. They're not very smart, but. We've had 2 of our dogs at the vet, and we have their water bowls up very high. Our one dog now, their feeding bowl and water bowl are up high because they are poisonous. One of our dogs got sprayed, and we had to put the hose on her, and then we took her straight to the vet. It was fine. So, yes, they're ugly things.
I've got into the habit that every morning I've got a ceramic bird bath. I didn't buy the stand for it. I just brought the nice big ceramic glazed dish, and I have that under my tap, and I fill it up every day for the dogs. But I've got into the habit now, every morning I empty it, clean it, and refill it for the day for the dogs, just to go and drink. It's a great size for a dog's bowl. Anyone try that for a dog's bowl. Go and get the bird bath. Don't buy the base, just buy the actual bath. Sit it under your tap, nice ceramic one. It cleans out so beautifully, glazed.
Okay. Bo, no, the legs can't be eaten, not like frogs' legs. You can't eat anything of the, but they do have very big, how do I say it nicely? They have very big, help me, Peter. I'm trying not to say anything out loud too much. I'll put it in the chat.
Yes, if you lick them, you can hallucinate. It's so true.
Okay, Queensland toads have very big.
Oh, Sarah Loves Donuts has got in there.
Oh, thank you, Sarah, darling. Thank you. I was trying to think of the word.
She didn't want to say balls.
I was trying to be the nice mod. Yeah, I think Jo had that on a few weeks ago, didn't she? She was showing photos of it. So
you'd be safer eating puffer fish as long as you could fillet it right. As long as you could fillet it right.
Oh, tornadoes, Christoph, you poor things over there. Oh, I mean, I live in a cyclone area. It's called a W41 class, and so our homes are reinforced, but nothing like a tornado, you poor thing. Thank you, Sarah.
Christoph Van Always, I live in a cyclone area too. Our town was actually wiped out.
Yes, Darwin, 74.
Yeah, 48 years ago.
Yep. Not that I was there or alive.
I wasn't quite living here. My dad came up for the cleanup, which is how we ended up in Darwin. Was my dad came up for the cleanup of Cyclone Tracy and fell in love with a place that was in rack and ruin and dragged us all up here to live. So that's Cyclone Tracy caused us to move here.
And then we had the massive flood, I think in the January of, was it 74 down here in Brisbane? So that was, we were living at Indooroopilly at that time and our house got flooded. It was pretty bad. Oh, Graham, you're near Bundy. Oh, cool. Haven't been to Bundy for a long time up that way.
John Fox, you've said Catherine. Are you calling someone or is that where you are?
He's wanting KJ. Don't call her, John. Shush.
Yeah, it's like Beetlejuice. Don't say it 3 times.
Hey, Peter, what's your little personal emoji going to be? I wonder. What will you be?
For what?
Well, you know, that Ausbel's doing.
Oh, I haven't even been on Discord today. So I only got in yesterday for the first time. And
I saw that.
I went on to Twitter today and I started following some stuff and then I was like, oh my gosh, should I have woken up?
That was too big a rabbit hole for sure. Out.
And then I listened to a couple of live streams and then I put all social media down and I went out and weeded the garden because it was just too much. And I hate gardening. I hate gardening. So that says how bad it was today.
Karen, Jo was, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, she was Googling images of cane toads' testes. It was hilarious. Oh, maybe she could do it again.
We should side-eye that Jat. Oh, look. We're going to side-eye that Jo.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, boss is back.
Jo Googling balls? Really?
Yeah, it was. And the Queensland, doesn't the Queensland toad have the biggest ones? Is that what we discovered?
Yes, yay, what an accolade. Yes.
Yes, obviously Sarah Loves Donuts is right on to you because she was the one who came straight out with it.
I think Sarah enjoyed that a little bit too much. Hey, Sarah. Well, we've discussed everything and nothing, Jo.
That's all right. Cool. And I think Josh was here when we were talking about balls as well. I think that was one of Josh's first encounters. I saw Twitter. Yeah, I saw Twitter. I sort of went, oh, I can't deal with this Twitter. So, all right. Well, thank you, ladies.
Oh, we've been
oh.
tipped off.
No, I'm saying it's
This was like a 10-minute episode of Seinfeld. It was a show about nothing for 10 minutes there.
I was listening to some about, although my son rings me, goes, I can't find you. And I said, I'm in the car park. And he goes, oh, which car park? And I said, is there more than one? Oh, so we had to play that game. Well, come, I'm near the lift. Which lift? Where do I find the lift? Oh. I see Josh says, yes, it was funny. Yes, that was Josh. Josh came for that episode when we're talking about balls.
That was Josh's initiation.
That was his initiation, yes.
And here you are back again, Josh. So there you go. We're not that bad.
Oh, apparently Joe's going to be in charge because all the leaders are in ISO.
Cool. Actually, no, it'll be Dan. Dan will be. So yeah, apparently there's a sports bet about what Dan's first action is going to be. So I reckon he'll call a lockdown. So I typed that out, but it'll be fun. Well, the rate it's spreading, it wouldn't surprise me because, as I said, it's not going to be really that great.
I'm supposed to be meeting a federal minister in the workplace at 9:30 to show him around the workplace tomorrow.
Well, that won't be happening.
I haven't had official confirmation, but I'd say that guy is on a plane and out of here today as soon as the lockdown was announced.
Yeah.
So I have no qualms in sending my email today saying, we're not going to be in the office, perhaps don't come. Because,
He has planned to create. Her parents are coming to visit. So she's going to be out of here till Tuesday.
Oh, cool. Have a great time.
That's not the place. It's okay. All right. So I've got some more funny Zoom videos that we can laugh at. So now just close the door.
Sorry.
That's all right. Go for it.
Is South Australia in lockdown as well?
No.
No, but they've locked everybody out. Ironically, only Victorians are allowed in South Australia.
And Tasmanians.
Victorians and Tasmanians. Everybody else is not allowed in.
The Taswegians.
So only 2 states are allowed in to South Australia at the moment, which I find to be quite funny. So everyone else is locked out. WA have essentially no one can go in or out of there.
Same with us. Unless you live here.
The thing is, quite often, I mean, Victoria and New South Wales, they generally keep that open because because you've got people working. I mean, all those places where you've got towns on either side of the border, that happens a lot in Victoria. You know, you've got Echuca, Moama, Albury, Wodonga, and, you know.
Oh, Christoph wants a sticker. What? A scratch and smell?
No, I like this one. At what point does Tasmania just join New Zealand? Oh,
Where's Tasmania? Oh, that's right. It's part of Australia. Oops. Oops. Sorry, Tasmanians. Well, we always seem to forget about Tasmania, don't we? Poor things.
Well, that's why they've had very few COVID cases too.
Oh dear, they get forgotten about just like Darwin does a lot of the time as well. So
I'm going to give Christoph a star as well.
Okay, cool. All right, geography ladies. Did you know that I didn't do very well in geography?
oh, look at that star, Christoph fan always.
So how many are we at, Joe? 1.94. Okay, we're getting there.
We're getting there. Yeah, we've had a bit of a stall again, so that's okay.
Oops.
I really need KJ to shout me out and tell everybody that I'm crazy again.
Oh,
I think you're off the top 10 problematic list now, Joe. There's others that have exceeded you now.
I was going to say after her rant today, Did you want to be included in that?
No, not really. I did see, I saw I did see part of the first one, part of her first live, and then I realised that she'd done another couple, and I went, oh no.
Oh, I don't think I could handle that tonight. I would have to leave.
No, that's all right. I'm happy that people I didn't actually really want to watch it, but I would have done it for if everyone else wanted to do it. But I'm glad that
No,
I don't want to see a crazy lady because you know how my ears hurt too much. Is that my voice doing that? The noise? Oh no, okay.
No, it might be me. I don't know. So, who here has visited New Zealand? No. However, they've paused the bubble thing. Interestingly enough, Singapore decided that they're going to just live with it.
Yeah.
So did they? They put a New South Wales court. You don't want KJ tonight. That's all right. Not getting KJ tonight. I just thought the Twitter would be enough. Really.
I think that's more than enough. I can't hand out any more drinks because it's getting late.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee. I think I'm a bit behind in the chat.
It is delayed. It's always delayed. I worked out there's about 30 seconds between what I see.
Well, we did well then. We did well then, Peter, saying that we were delayed.
We did.
Ooh. Let's have a look. See what the courts have updated. Yes, current restrictions.
What's happening, Joe?
So it's going to be access is restricted to certain people and where possible proceedings will be conducted remotely. So which means that we won't be able to probably watch it. Which is okay. That's Christo's. That's the matter on Wednesday, but the Fed Court matter I might be able to get into.
Ooh, are you media?
I want. Yes, I'm media. Actually, it says on the documents, why do you want these court documents? Oh, if you're media, click here. And I'm going, ooh, maybe I should just click the media. I am reporting.
Don't take screenshots.
Apparently someone was saying that because she did a live with Amy and what's his name and her husband and then she put it on YouTube, but she said she was going to Arkansas.
Yeah. Couldn't travel an hour and a half to get a COVID vaccine when they first came out, but hey, I can go to Arkansas. So, I don't know. Americans seems really strange when you see these people talk. It's like, I've got to go interstate and it's 3 hours. And for me to go down to the next town, the next major city to visit my sister is 3 hours. And I would do that every second weekend. You know, it's not a big trip for me to drive 3 hours and go and see her.
Well, not when you think it's 4 hours to go from Melbourne to Perth or,
no, I mean driving.
I know driving. Yes, I know. I mean, you do that as well. I mean, you go to Bendigo, you go to Country Victoria, it's 2-3 hours. 3-4 hours, you do that, yeah.
I used to travel 2 hours on a train to work every day.
One of my lecturers train every day from Castlemaine to Melbourne, and that's a 4-hour train trip. All right.
The court delays may be helpful for Christo.
Did you notice the media block comments on Braz's interviews? Yes. Oh, I'm about 3 hours from John Fox, so he's in the country.
Lock the
somewhere.
doors. Lock the doors, Joe. Lock the doors.
Mr. Fox, you're a naughty boy. 3 hours, okay. You're a long way from me, Mr. Fox.
Blocking. Oh, look, the media's blocking most things at the moment, anyway. Yeah.
So much for freedom of speech.
Yeah. You're a 7-minute drive. Yeah. I can walk to my local shops. So I've got about a 10-15 minute. I've got a 20-minute drive tomorrow to go get my COVID vaccine.
Oh, you've got the second one tomorrow. That's right.
Tomorrow. So I don't know how I'm going to pull up tomorrow. So I might need my stand-ins tomorrow.
Harrison.
Oh, he was very. He actually wanted to do a live, but he forgot about it because we're going to go live today. But yeah.
Oh, Lee, you're close to Joe too. So, you could all have a meet and greet, maybe.
We could all have a meet and greet because we can travel.
maybe. Oh, you're vaccinated, so yeah.
But we're not in. Well, we have restrictions, but we're not in lockdown or we're not under stay-at-home orders. We have a bit of movement. We can have 300 people.
Next train doesn't leave for some hours. I'm not going to the city. I love train travel.
What time is it? It's 10:31 here.
10:31 for me, Josh. 10:31 in Sydney.
Oh, 10 o'clock here, Josh.
10 o'clock in NT. Perth is 2 hours behind, so they'll be 8:30 p.m. South Australia, I think half an hour, isn't it, Peter? Half an hour, South Australia?
Yeah, they're the same as us at the moment.
Oh, right, cool.
So they're 10.
I think we're a mixed bag, emancipatory. We've got, I think most are in Sydney. It covers Sydney and Melbourne, really, most of the viewers. Because we've got WA, Northern Territory, South Australia. I think we've got one in Canberra, Queensland, and, yeah, Sydney. Poppy's in Sydney. Diamond's in Sydney.
Yeah, we haven't had anyone else pop on and say they're in the Northern Territory yet, I don't think.
I think you're the only survivor.
Yeah, I'm the only one with the internet here. It's very sketchy. No.
Oh, yeah, you can come on, Josh. You can come on. Come on and say hello. Do you really want to? Here you go, Josh.
Oh, Graham, you must be in WA. 8:32 p.m. here. So Graham must be in WA.
There's the link, Josh. Come on and say hello. I let anybody on. Hey, I don't think this.
I thought you were in Queensland, Graham. You've confused me.
He's time travelling.
I think he must be. Oh, Elizabeth's in Melbourne. Cool. 7:30 Sunday. Oh, yeah, the American. And I think it's about 2:30 in the UK. I could be wrong.
WA is always behind, yes. However, they moved pretty quickly, though, because you put in some pretty... I mean, they had no crowds at the AFL today, no crowd, and he poured in a raft of really quick, strict measures.
WA is always behind.
Philippines. Oh, of course. Yep, when you go that vertical timeline.
Oh, Graham, I didn't know that. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, stuck here since March 2020. Oh, good grief.
Oh, here comes Josh.
Oh, hey, Dawn. Yeah, I thought it was about 1:30 or 2:30, Dawn, your way.
There we go. Hello, Josh. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, John.
Hello. It is. Yeah, Dawn's right. It is 1:30.
Yeah,
There you go.
1:30. I got 1:34. Because I'm from the UK too.
So Josh is on with the crazy Aussies.
I am. Because you guys are 12 hours ahead. Is that right?
Oh, I don't
We're
know.
always ahead, Josh. Remember that. Always ahead.
We've
sure
come
you
from the
guys are-
future.
Yes. And I'm in the past. Because normally
Josh, stop living your life in the past.
Normally, I try and time things in America, which they're behind me, like 5 or 6 hours, I think, or 8. So my time zones are weird. But you guys in Australia are 12 hours ahead. It's like, wow.
I look at it this way. The Americans, when they're asleep, I'm awake. And when I'm asleep, they're awake.
So, Josh, whereabouts are you in the UK? You don't have to give obviously a town, but
No,
where are you?
I'm originally from Birmingham, so I'm not far from London, I don't think. But now I live up north nearer to Scotland.
Oh, okay. Because my mum was born in Middlesex,
Oh.
and we've got a lot of family in Leon-Solent, and we've got family in Wales as well. So,
Oh, well, my family, my dad's side of the family live in Wales. So, yeah, I've been to Wales a few times.
they're all pitying me for the first time I've gone into lockdown.
I know.
I can't believe it's the first time I've gone into lockdown.
Poor
Wow.
Peter. Oh.
I know, a year and a half after the virus starts and we finally have to go into lockdown. Like, this is strict compared to what we had when it first came out. We're really strict. So, yeah.
And it's only for 48 hours. Oh.
I know, but this is the first time we've even been told to wear face masks. So I had to go and find them from where I put them away last year.
I'm just reading your chat. Dawn says he's in Northumberland. I'm in Cumbria. Cumbria. Although Cumbria encompasses it's a massive place. And yes, Ballistic Rolo. That's a running joke because I've been calling Ballistic Rhino for ages.
Ballistic.
And then I was on somebody's stream and was like, wait, that doesn't say Ballistic Rhino, it says Ballistic Rilo. But Wales is pretty.
Ballistic is our awesome human.
Yes, I do love Ballistic.
Yeah. So what's COVID like in your neck of the woods at the moment?
Well, we've just, I think, come out of like restrictions. There are some restrictions still in place, but we've been in and out of lockdown for like the past, ever since it started. I don't think there's going to be any form of normality for ages yet.
Well, we've had 4. I'm in Melbourne. We've had lockdown number 4. But our first one was 4 to 6 months long. So the first one was long. Maybe it was 8. Yeah. I don't know. It seemed like an eternity. It just seemed like forever.
Long.
And then we've been but what happens here quite often, as what we've seen, they often Northern Territory, 1 case lockdown, Queensland, they just quite often, except New South Wales, we go straight into lockdown to try and stop it because it's the Delta virus that it is. It's the Indian strain that's come in, and we know that's spreading fast. And WA has got a case and has put in some pretty strict restrictions too, but they've not gone into lockdown. But he will do it if you need,
Wow.
I think we've got about 36 or 39 active cases and about that many as well in hospital with it. But the media doesn't really tell us that much about it. I find out I've got a friend who's a nurse who's at a hospital where they are. So you don't get told this.
No.
It's all very shh, hush, hush.
It is actually.
Hush, hush.
Unless
Yeah.
it's Victoria. Unless it's Victoria. They don't like Victoria.
So hang on. No, I don't think we're in lockdown anymore, Ballistic, but there are restrictions in place. I can't remember what those restrictions are because basically when this whole virus thing came up, social media exploded with it, and I was just like, I was getting heated and angry at people, so I was just like, nope, I can't deal with it anymore.
We went into lockdown so fast, but we have such a vulnerable population where I live because we have so many remote Indigenous communities. And, you know, if it gets into those communities, it could be absolutely devastating. So, you know, the whole restriction of movement is to stop it going into those remote communities to protect those people. So, you know, a lot of people up here don't see it as a hardship. They understand why the restriction on movement is right there. It's so it doesn't go that way. So,
and that's why WA does it as well, because of the fact that
they do. Yeah. They do. So people moving out of Perth, once they move out of metropolitan Perth, you know, there's so many remote Indigenous communities that it could start to infect. So,
and they're highly at risk too, aren't they, Peter?
Well, they are, because, you know, we all know that there's been the intergenerational reports and so forth, and it's, you know, a lot of people in those communities suffered diseases that we would normally think don't exist, but they don't have the ability to access a lot of the medical treatment and so forth. So they live with it.
Yeah, sorry, I can see that Ballistic and Laura are talking about Brexit. I voted to stay purely because I could see that all Brexit was all about money, which seems to be the motto of everything in the UK. Everything's money based, and
is that going to happen?
I think it's happened. I think it has. I think it was January 1st is when we left. Unless they're prolonging it, which I'm not surprised if they are. But a lot of people, when Brexit first came about, I'll say it like it is, it showed that the UK is a very racist country.
Yeah.
And so when people then started, because the way the government positioned it, it was to do with immigration, when in actual fact it wasn't. And people started to realize that after the fact. But there's nothing you can do after the fact.
Well, I don't understand any of that. I'm silly.
I only know little bits and pieces. I try not to look at the news or politics anymore because it just makes me angry. So I'm just like, I like peace and serenity. But I know little bits. I was anti-Brexit from the start too, Ballistic. I don't know why anyone would vote for Brexit. True. I mean, I had a few people that I think their whole thing was, what was it? The people are taking the jobs thing, which is stupid reasoning, but that was the reason that people gave. I think Scotland wants to stay in the EU, but because because Scotland's so closely tied to the UK.
Oh, Laura.
I never know. I know where you're coming from. I thought I said I never know where you're coming from. It doesn't. It says where you're coming
Oh, I
from.
love that, Laura.
Laura.
She drew about she spelled her vote paper. She drew a picture of David Cameron and a pig.
Oh God. Oh, poor David Cameron's never going to live that one down.
Well, I've worked with several Australian elections, and let me tell you that if I saw a pig on a ballot paper, I'd be quite happy, because let me tell you, you tend to get male appendage on ballot papers in Australia.
I was
That's
just thinking that, Joe.
That's what people will draw.
I must admit that I may or may not have put an additional box on one of my ballot papers and written Humphrey B. Bear beside it and ticked that.
Well, I think 1 year I remember doing one election, and I think Donald Duck actually did quite well. I was like, oh, we're going to have Donald Duck.
What was that 1 year, Joe, with the census, when enough people wrote other on religion, and I think they put Klingon or something?
Klingon, yeah.
And there was so many people who actually put it on the census that there was a big thing about whether or not they were going to put it on the next census, because so many people identified and it actually pushed it into a category.
It was Jedi, wasn't it? It was a Jedi?
Jedi or Klingon? Jedi. John Fox has said it's Jedi as well. Yeah.
You are right. Is that Princess Jax? You are correct. The UK is a mess due to stupid politicians. Yes.
That's why she's far behind.
Princess Jax, we could say that about every country.
Yeah, that is
Are we
true.
due for another census this year? Isn't it 2021?
Yes, we've got a census in next month, actually.
Yeah, I thought
excellent.
so.
So should we all vote another new religion? What could we be?
I think I will put that down. Thanks, Peter.
John Fox. Oh my God. Jedi, and there are more members than Hillsong. That must kill ScoMo.
Don't tell Katie Joy that there's another religion.
Oh, don't, please don't. God. Right, I woke up this morning because I have the
Luke Skywalker is an abuser.
I have a tweet.
No, it's Darth Vader. He was the abuser.
Yes, he was.
For those that were asking about the Hillsong Conference, they've postponed the 2021 Hillsong Conference in both Sydney and London. So there's no Hillsong Conference this year.
Oh, poor ScoMo. And half the Liberal front page.
They'll survive.
So, and London. So it's not happening in London either. So.
Okay, I'm doing Jedi. You've convinced me. I'm doing Jedi on the next census.
Oh I know.
There's a church of bacon. I mean, I like bacon, so I might sign up for that one.
Oh, actually, I was thinking maybe we should all sign up to say we're the cult of KJ.
I have watched Red Dwarf. John, I have.
We know there's 8,000 members worldwide of that one, Joe.
What's that?
The Church of Anti-KJ.
There's a lot of anti-KJ. But yeah, I woke up this morning to, I think it was 36 tweets of hers, and I was like, oh God, the woman does not stop tweeting.
Yeah, I well, and the thing is, she's got the two Twitter accounts, and they're both full, and it's like, oh boy, I can't deal. That was too much for me.
Oh yeah, and I just want to put this out there that she's gave out the information that the reason why she created her second Twitter was because her first Twitter got restricted, and she's blaming other people for that. I'm going to go on the record and turn around and say that's not how that works. She had the reason why that happened is because of the stuff that she's putting out, and she's not censoring things.
Of
So
course
it comes up as sensitive material on the Twitter algorithm.
That's
Yeah,
right.
she put really gross material up from the January 6 riots in Washington, and that's what got her done.
And she wonders why her Twitter became sensitive.
Oh, the church without a crystal ball.
God, you know what? That's going to become a meme. I'm sure of it.
Oh, but it certainly has that damn communion red wine in it, doesn't it?
It does actually.
I was going to say, don't forget the Adderall. But yes.
You know.
No, they're wafers, Josh. They're wafers.
Oh, God.
Shame on you all. Shame. Wafers.
Channeling what year?
She said she wasn't going back on Twitter 2 days later. Yeah.
I wasn't even a day. Oh, I'm leaving Twitter. It's no one. What is it? No one responds to me. No one communicates with me, and I'm like, yeah. So she gets rid of Twitter for less than 24 hours, and I'm like, that's not leaving Twitter. That's trying to get attention, and I've just realized I'm not on live chat. I'm on top chat. Oops.
Yeah, I did. Laura says she prefers bacon to KJ. I prefer bacon too. So I know Matt Hancock, the UK Health Secretary, resigned after he was caught kissing an aide. So he's resigned.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny because it's like, oh my life. He broke. The reason why he resigned, he says, is because it breaks COVID rules. Which
He broke COVID rules.
It does. However, I bet you that's not the reason why he got sacked. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that he got caught cheating.
Oh, do they have a no bonk rule?
Hey, no, they don't have a bonk ban in the UK, obviously.
Oh,
No, but it was.
we have a bonk ban here, Josh.
Really?
Politicians aren't allowed to bonk other people other than their wives and their partners. Otherwise, you get dissed out.
Oh wow!
It's true.
It is true.
Yeah,
Well,
see?
basically, that eliminates every single politician in the UK. Then.
Well, that was brought in because our now Deputy Prime Minister was caught having an affair with one of his staffers, and then other senior ministers came out, so they put in this bonk ban. He resigned. Now he's back being the Deputy Prime Minister again.
Oh my God!
But yeah, there's a bonk ban.
Mind you, after the press secretary had 2 more children to him.
That's right. Yes, he's had. Yes, there's 2 children now.
Scandalous.
Oh, but yes, it's quite. Yeah. So there is a bonk ban. It's called a bonk ban.
But he says he's a
Oh my
changed
God!
man
That's
now.
funny.
That poor good
That's
Christian
funny.
man, his name was dragged through the mud, that poor good Christian man.
Yes. Oh, really? We did have lockdown rules set up, so if you were single, you could. Well, see, even in lockdown, you can still see your significant other, but that's about but
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so and they've actually got a picture. They've actually released a picture of them as well, but they don't have a bonk ban. Yeah, look, here it is. Here's the picture.
So, Joe, you didn't have those rules in Victoria?
What's that? Not about outdoors only.
Oh.
No.
Those pictures are still
Well,
a video.
is that for meeting up with your partner? Outdoors only, no. So usually it's yes.
No, we didn't have the rules.
I'm confused, sorry.
That's right, I am too.
Isn't it against the law to do that outside in the park or somewhere?
We're getting into
I
a
think
subject
it is.
that I know nothing about.
Well, you're single, Joe, and you're in Melbourne and you've been in lockdown. Spill.
You don't want all your dirty secrets.
Ooh.
I'm being very careful what I say, Josh.
John Fox wants to know how long before Barnaby finds a new lady.
Oh,
Oh, good question. Ballistic, why do you need to behave? That's never good when people behave.
Chaotic neutral, you said you can't imagine that face looking down on you. You're doing it all wrong if you're looking down. If he's looking down on you, you're doing it all wrong. Just saying.
I'm not gonna. Oh my god, I can't.
He does look very happy with his new woman. Well, he's got 2 boys now. So, but yeah, so there's the pictures of them. Apparently, it was a video. There's video footage. It says the video
Oh
footage.
yeah, there is.
Do we want to see it?
Depends whether you want to mentally scar your subscribers.
The last thing I would want is for my private life to distract attention from the single-minded focus that is leading us out of the crisis. Oh, really? The full video is funny but slightly nauseating.
He's done a fabulous job of that.
Oh, look at that one. Look at that photo.
Oh, look at the teapot.
I know.
That's a decent size. Can't get them that big in Australia.
a little teapot, short
And Snow.
It's the little things I notice.
Get your buckets out. Yeah. Well, at least none of our politicians pee into cups.
Well, that's right.
Wait, where did you hear?
Josh,
What is Amazon paying him now? Is Amazon paying him now?
There was a Canadian politician who, first of all, was caught during a parliament session naked because he didn't realise his camera was on while he was getting changed. And
but at least he had a good body. Can you imagine any of our politicians? No.
Ooh, no, I'd rather not.
And then he was having a meeting and decided not to finish. He decided to pee in a cup and didn't realise that everyone could hear.
Oh my God! Could you imagine if Kim Beazley came out half naked with his camera? Oh, that's going back a while too, though.
That is going back a while. Actually, his daughter is running for a seat, I think, in the next federal election. She's state minister. There's one of his daughters is might be a state politician.
He's actually a really nice bloke. I've met him a couple of times. He's actually a very personable person when you meet him.
Mm.
He remembers you.
Mm. Or imagine Clive Palmer running around in the nude. No thanks.
Oh God! Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no! That's
an image I don't want.
But it's an image you now have.
Yeah.
Do you know, I've got this vision of those dinosaurs he's got and then him, and it's just merging, and it's, not nice.
Oh, next time he'll take the laptop to the toilet with him. He will take the laptop to the toilet with him.
Oh my God.
Didn't he resign or something? So he may not get a third chance to do anything. I think he resigned.
Who's that?
But that Canadian PM. I think he.
Oh no! He just was stepped down from his position in the cabinet and was getting counselling.
Oh, that's right. He counselling.
That's right. There was that picture of ScoMo in boxer shorts and a suit jacket.
Oh, wait. What about the picture of Tony Abbott and his... No, not Tony. Yeah. Tony Abbott.
In his budgies.
Oh, boy.
I'd rather watch him eat the onion.
We need to scar everybody with that image.
Anyway, Josh needs to claim Tony.
Yeah, well, I need to claim what?
You need to claim our old Prime Minister, Tony.
Oh,
I'm sure he was still a UK resident.
There was rumours that he hadn't actually renounced his UK citizenship, and so therefore he wasn't eligible to be PM.
And he never put up anything to discredit that.
No, he never. Here you go. This is him.
But it's a bit late now to go on about it, isn't it? I mean, it's all, what do you do?
They could reverse his bloody knighthoods.
That's true.
There he is in his budgies.
Oh, God. It's enough to put you off, SEX.
I do like that.
I've just turned lesbian.
Wait, I'm just writing that down. Peter.
My eyes is trigger. And someone just said we could have Peter Dutton as the next Prime Minister. I know, that's the worst bit. It would have been Porter, but it's interesting. If you read Kate's declaration or listen to her friends, she wanted him never to be Prime Minister because she didn't think he deserved it.
Oh.
That was the one that alleged that essay from why am I doing this to you? Well,
he likes torturing us.
Well, the thing is, I need to educate everybody from around the world to show that you don't actually necessarily have the dumbest politicians.
Our politicians
we're right up there.
We're right up there.
Our politician locked himself in a freezer because he didn't want to deal with the press.
I mean, at least it's not Doris Johnson in his Speedos. Well, that's true. Facts, not feelings. Sarah Loves Donuts says, I'm glad I'm visually impaired.
Oh, poor Sarah. But we're glad you are too. No offence, but we're glad you are too.
Yeah.
For this section.
Well, yeah.
Oh my God.
And I tell you, yeah, and of course, all of our politicians just want to sue for defamation at the moment.
Oh, it's KJ. Oh, wait, no. She got sued for defamation.
Oh.
Never mind.
No, that's all right.
Do you know, interesting story, you know when ScoMo came home for the bushfires?
Yeah.
And he went to shake the hand of that woman in Cobargo and she withdrew?
Yeah.
That's a second cousin of mine.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Yeah.
Who pulled her hand away and said, no, I'm not shaking your hand. She was dirty. And I don't blame them because I was following my family all night on Facebook and I know what they'd been through.
He doesn't hold a hose.
No. It was, yeah.
And he came with his entourage of, 20 or 30 cars and they didn't have any water or anything. Like,
no.
Oh, really?
Talk about unprepared.
Well, it was interesting. I heard that there was some festival or something that both Morrison and what's his name? Who was the previous opposition leader? Shorten went to. They went to some festival. Shorten paid for all his drinks and actually sheltered people drinks. ScoMo didn't pay for any of them. He expected them free. That was interesting. And at that stage, they were both, so.
Yeah, I know John Fox. My cousin is a GIF. I do know. It's like my third cousin twice removed, but that part of the South Coast, everyone's intertwined and they're just all cousins. So, yeah.
You're funny, Peter.
Oh.
Well, don't forget, he was in the UK when Victoria was in lockdown. It's a wonder he hasn't nipped off overseas again.
Yeah, he went to Cornwall to find his rellos.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
He had such a great start. They were sent out here on the first fleet. as convicts,
That's probably-
criminals.
I'm going to get off. I'll
Okay.
I'll get back into chat and then say good night. I just have forgotten how to get out of here.
That's all right. I can kick you out if you like.
Yeah, just get rid of me, Joe.
Okay, all right.
Buddha.
I can say you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Gail, ring me.
See you.
I
See you
will. I will. Bye. Thanks for having me.
now. Not a problem.
Bye.
Bye.
Anyway, she's gone. All right.
I'm feeling naughty because I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I can stay up.
Well, I don't either because I'm on technically on my official 6 week. My official break started for uni, so yay! Don't have to be back now till 2nd of August.
Oh.
So,
Night, Gail. Love ya.
see you, Gail.
Bye, Gail.
Hole in the floor appears. So KJ posted the interview. She said Amy Duggar King and Dylan King spill on life, work, drama, and there's been someone says that was a 45-minute advertisement for their businesses, and they were advertisements. I gathered you were laid for, sprinkled in on top of that. There was nothing spilt. Like usual, the title was extremely misleading. You say you've spent more than $1,000 at their boutique, and they say you're an excellent customer. They didn't even know what state you lived in. You say you get special calls about what you personally will like, and they are very clear that she does that for all their customers. You make money off them, and they make money off you. Nothing wrong with that, but it's misleading to paint it as anything else. There you go.
Oh, so it was a 3130
Apparently so.
product placement.
So someone says, love your channel, but the title was a bit misleading. I know Amy has an NDA, so this caught me off guard and made me very curious, but then was let down when listening to the whole conversation. Not trying to be a snotty witch, just a bit bummed is all, because she said spills on life, work and drama with Katie Joy. It's like, of course people are going to think she's going to spill the beans about the Duggars, because that's what they... Yeah. So they're even her own people are starting to pick her up on her clickbait. So,
Well, yeah.
hello, Cheese.
Oh, hang on. I can't moderate. Oh, shit. I've got to get into another... Oh, sorry. I've got to get into...
That's all right. I've got it. Well, we all can't be that lucky.
What the? Why do I have to reload that?
I think Cheesehead. Have I got him? I didn't get him, did I?
Huh?
Oh, Cheesehead.
I don't
I'm trying to get
login.
Going on a troll hunt.
I've got back into the other side.
Trolls everywhere.
What would possess you to make a Facebook account to come in and say that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like you're somewhere in the world. Why do we need to know that?
Well, you know.
some people like to share.
Obviously.
That's right, they've been blocked. Oh, here's another one.
Cool, Derek. You're not so cool, matey.
He's not cool, is he? Oh.
If that's all you can think of.
Oh, gee, you know you're doing well when you're getting the trolls, eh?
Mhm. That's true.
The kids have been let out. Obviously, it's school holidays.
Oh, bless them.
Is it Ren or BX Beast Boy sharing their truth? Yeah, either of them.
I mean, might be. You never know.
But they've been Nightbot wake up. Nightbot only picks up the ones that spam, the ones that are the little ones. We still have to do manually. Unless
Sarah, we're getting analysed.
who let the trolls out? Who
We're
let the
analysing
trolls
them,
out?
Sarah.
I've now got that song in my head.
Oh, here we go. Oh well.
Wait, what?
Well, right, cool.
Okay. That's
So what
nice
we
to
have
know.
to do is we usually have to put in words. So I'll be expanding the word list of banned words, I think.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
are
but the
certain ones
trolls
now
are
that
coming out to play.
They're coming up faster for you, Joe. As by the time I see them
Yeah.
in the chat, you've already got them.
Because Joe's
So-
on it.
on it.
I think I must have a bit of a delay. So
No,
yeah.
no, it doesn't. Nightbot doesn't like playing with children. He likes it. I just realised how stupid that sounded. Oh dear.
Good
funny.
for Nightbot. He has credibility.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool, Sarah. Wallpaper, we have meds for that.
Not wrong.
Mm.
Not wrong.
Oh dear. They sort of ruin the whole flow though, don't they, when they
Yeah.
come in? Because everyone's on such high alert to see what comes in.
All right, I've just added a few words to Nightbot now.
So, Joe, much earlier tonight we had that Russian person come in and ask us how we were, told us they were from Russia, disappeared from the chat. And I'm wondering if it's just
Might be.
They were checking out the chat, seeing how casual we were to
Maybe.
accepting people in.
We accept everybody. We ain't. We're not
I know.
That is true. It's
I'll
always
talk
good
to
to be accepting.
Until you say something absolutely neurotic.
That is very, very true.
I was Nightbot accused of something I didn't see anything on ACA on the current affair.
Yes, probably.
Can we be friends? I don't know, David. Can we?
Oh, and this is where you think again, can we be friends?
Internet friends.
Maybe Wallpaper is ScoMo's sock. It might be ScoMo's sock. Really? Really, David?
And he wants to brag?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be bragging about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be bragging about that. Not at all. I wouldn't be bragging.
Like, if you're going to come in, tell us it's big or something. Don't just come in and disappoint us from the get-go.
Bye, David.
I know.
Do you want some
Seriously.
sympathy? Do you want some sympathy, dude?
Weird flex. Oh my God.
You know you.
It is ScoMo. Oh my God. Graham.
Or we could just wash it. It doesn't need the cream.
Joe, your face is as red as mine right now from laughing. Oh my God. Oh, at least these are entertaining trolls.
That's what maybe
Lovely pets. Hello, lovely pets. He's got a massive erection. Good on you.
Oh, well, he needs to deal with that off screen.
Don't tell the other dude. He'd be jealous.
There's OnlyFans for that, you know.
Holistic. Oh, that's funny. Oh boy. Sorry. I'm sorry. I actually
Put it up, Joe. You put it up on the screen.
the thing is, I have to do it to be able to block them. I have to click on the. Oh, that's why.
Do your children watch your live streams?
No, they don't.
I'm kind of hoping you should put "This is not safe for kids."
My head hurts. I don't know where that's going to go.
Be interesting to know where that's going to go.
Oh my gosh.
The present has arrived.
Joe's running a secret business.
Lovely has pants.
Can't breathe.
Oh, this is hilarious. Gail, where are you?
He's missing all the
You're
fun.
missing the fun.
Oh.
Oh, that's so funny.
Sing
It's
happy
not.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay, I think I get the reference. JFK, my head hurts bad. Please help.
I know what he's doing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Oh,
Eggy bread? Really? Come on. I just put.
yeah. I'm not blessed with the largest member.
Oh, great. So now we've got Tony Abbott in here too.
Someone shot me. Who shot the
Do we want to get rid of JFK? He's sounding a bit
I don't-
sus now.
I got him.
Oh,
I got
okay.
him. I shot him.
I shot the sheriff. Yeah. John Fox, you're right. Eggy bread, it's not quite French toast, is it? It's not quite the class there.
Oh, wind whispers.
Oh my life.
Oh my god. Yeah, it is. It's Gail. She's it's all of her sock puppets.
Oh boy.
It's
KJ.
Gail. It's Gail M with all of her sock puppets.
Oh boy.
Oh God, I can't breathe. Oh.
I'll start that rumor about Gail. Proudly.
Oh well, Richard H. I'm so sorry. We all have our crosses to bear.
Oh, Richard H. For fuck's sake.
I can't. Oh God. Oh.
Richard has issues too.
Who
Oh.
the hell makes heaps of sock puppet accounts to go around and tell everyone about their tiny penis?
Oh, hello, the Terminator. Terminator gonna do?
Oh.
Ooh, the Terminator.
At least they could give the thumbs up on the way through. At least
You know, be helpful.
Oh,
Will
Hey,
he
Queen
be?
H.
Will he be back?
oh.
Oh my God.
Terminator's got the same problem as well.
I know. That's why I said, will he be back?
All these men coming on here saying that they've got small penises, like, you do realise there is a support group somewhere probably for that. Like,
Well, there's emails we can send you.
yes, and we recommend that you do click on the links.
I'm sure there's a clinic somewhere.
I step away for 5 minutes, and what has passed during that time? We are getting some trolls that have got some issues.
Trolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
you well, obviously, Diamond Crystal Arts is from laughing because it's not from the small penises.
Yeah.
No.
The negative effect of protest power.
Oh, well done, Graham. Well done.
I'm a magnet.
Oh my life.
Oh.
So maybe Joe, your next stream could be on different clinics you can go to for help, the benefits of Viagra.
Oh yeah,
Get a
by the way,
sponsor-
guys, Viagra is free in the UK.
Oh, is it?
Maybe you could get a sponsorship for Adam and Eve and they can have those pump things.
I can pimp them out.
God.
They're dying. Everyone's dying. Seriously, that's the only way to deal with trolls is just to laugh at them.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's true.
But it's funny though. Like they're not coming in and saying anything overly nasty. They're just
No.
telling us they've got small penises. What
Like
do
I
you
said,
do?
Can you use Zero cream on spiders? You can on spider bite.
It's a bruz though.
Oh,
No, Nightbot. We don't want them to hit anything.
well, they're obviously not from Queensland because we know the Queensland toads.
That's right, Graham. He's not sinister. We're just getting
Oh, she's
stupid crap, but it's amusing. It's amusing.
There's an ad for bigger balls, but I'm not sure about penises.
Oh, by the way, Katie Joy's already started again this morning on her issue she finished up with last night.
Oh.
No, I've seen.
She's talking
So-
about, she's tweeted K-Stream. Oh, here we go. Captain Paul, tell somebody who cares.
What was that? Every year on Christmas Eve, I pray
To Santa
to
to bring
Santa
me
to bring me a bigger winky. Oh, wow.
But every year I wake
Wow.
up, it's still small. And I just said, tell someone who cares.
Oh.
I went to hide him, but it unhid him, so I've gone and hidden him again. Sorry.
So she said, listen to Katie live for 4 hours on K-Stream. Then she says, I do not have any soccer accounts. Katie liked on K-Stream and said, I'm Rianne and several others. I believe Rianne, Sarah, and dozens of others are Nat. We found dozens of fake accounts connected to her or her group. Have no fake Twitters, Facebook, Instagram, or anything else.
Yes, she does.
Then she asked his friend if they actually received death threats because she didn't believe that anyone would call his work to leave threats. Maybe she emailed him. I can't remember. Either way, he was super mad. She bothered him and found it disturbing.
Sorry, I'm just reading Ballistic's comment. I think the sound effect would be a ding rather than a dong.
Captain Potatoes, that's it. We shouldn't laugh at their insecurities. So she's still on
No,
about.
we shouldn't. We shouldn't, but you know.
Friends, Mr. P.
Can we tag him in KJ stream?
We should, yeah, we should. Oh, well, let's send them there. Tell them to go visit without a crystal ball.
Yeah.
Could you imagine it? She'd be like, Joe, I know you're streaming and that's you. Tap, 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 tap.
Here you go. So the conversation goes from polys to small members.
Definitely backbenchers.
Can you imagine it though, KJ just getting all these messages saying I have small penises? It's like KJ wouldn't have to handle that.
Should just say, I'm joyfully unavailable. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, she would.
I wanted to talk about
Oh,
the
that's nothing. Todd has erectile dysfunction.
were there responses to the FJ question in Parliament? I have a good one. Good what? Response? Was there a question? I didn't see it. The question about
Feel the Love. Hello. I just realised who that was. That took me a second. Hello. She was on Sunshinery stream yesterday. Hello,
yes,
Feel the Love.
It was hilarious. I did like that. Okay, no, here is the link. Okay.
You sending links out? People don't click the links. Whatever you do not click those links. It could be
No.
to anywhere.
Are you in Discord? Or you can send it to me on Twitter. You can send it to me.
Yes, there are many ways.
Instagram. I'm on all the social media platforms. So I've got all the links in the description box. So I actually was going to finish the stream, and I'm glad I didn't, because it got so exciting and fun there for a minute, didn't it?
It did. Gotta love the trolls. They're so fun.
Mods can send links.
Yes, they can. Also, it's ballistic. Oh my god. Oh god.
Oh boy.
Now should I behave? That's debatable, ballistic, because we are finding you funny. Peter's gone very quiet.
Yeah.
No, I went to let the dogs out.
Who let the dogs out? Who?
Yeah, I had to let the dogs out to go and do their nightly business.
So they're allowed out of lockdown.
Well, they're only in the backyard. I'm allowed in the backyard too. So
Yeah, no, I know.
They're just not using my toilet paper because it's rationed now.
I'm sure Captain Potato has a super personality.
Yes.
He'd have to, because apparently he's only got a small willy.
And probably like big cars. You know what they say about men with big cars? Flashy cars.
He's got a Rolls.
Car overcompensating?
Possibly.
Katie Joy, if you're talking about Miss Katie Joy, she's just going on about Nat again and all of that stuff.
Because you know for a fact that Katie Joy is going to drag this out for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And it's just going to be tweet after tweet after tweet. And
unfortunately,
yeah.
I know it's been playing out in Parliament. I did show a couple of some of the lives of the people speaking out about the Friendly Geordie situation. So, but I must say, I did like John Barilaro's Twitter, where they were all talking about fixated persons unit and everything. So, she will go on and on and on about it, Feel the Love. She really will. Unfortunately, it's just played into her little hand.
Actually, after watching her now for what? I tried to work it out the other night when I first came into contact with her. So I'm thinking it's close to 3 years. She will until it starts turning against her, and then she'll just shut it down and she'll stop.
Oh, of course, that's what is friendly.
And tonight, this afternoon, our time, I know that there was another stream that went over her apparent harassment order, and it wasn't all what it seemed. And, you know, what she's been making out about how she held
I was watching that myself.
Steve accountable.
Yeah.
Wasn't quite what it seemed. So, you know.
Well, that's to also make her go a bit silly because we knew that there was something coming, and so she's got to get the focus off that.
Yeah.
She doesn't want people talking about the fact that the NDA or the 12 months is over and all of that sort of stuff. She needs to, you know, keep everybody focused on something else. So,
because that what they came out and showed tonight was the rebuttal to what she put into the courts of her harassment, and it very much showed she had done the same, if not worse, to others.
I'm not
and
shocked.
Well, that's quite often
it didn't put her in a good light.
Well, no wonder she wants it kept quiet.
Mind you, all the evidence was shown was nothing I hadn't seen playing out in real time.
Yeah.
Because I was very much around at that time. That's around the time when I was first introduced. So
it was EKC People Suck stream. If you were interested, she had Cheshire on, and they went through the documentation. Yeah, so Friendly Geordies is an Australian YouTuber who makes fun of particularly politicians. He's been sued for defamation by a politician. The most natural and neutral with the handling outbreaks. Okay. Was it determined that the message to KJ last night was fake too? Go to sleep and miss out on everything. Well, I don't know whether it was fake, but I'm just saying that I don't know why, when she said that Natalie's not a credible witness, why suddenly the email that she has said where she confesses everything is suddenly credible. That's all that I've said.
Yeah. The only reason why I question the email is because it wasn't so long ago the emails were sent to Salts from
her account, true, yes.
From her account, yeah. And it's like, well, she turned around and said that they would like email spoofing and all this stuff. Well, I'm like, well, who's to say that this isn't an email spoof?
That's the other thing that that was my other thing. So could it be true? It could be true. However, you've got to, if you're holding, you know, if you're saying that that's unreliable, well, why is she suddenly reliable now?
Because it fits her narrative.
That's right.
Why.
And the fact is, when you read that email that she put out, she said, "Oh, I admit to certain things, but she hasn't admitted to everything." And it's like you say, "I've either done the whole lot if you're going to come clean."
Well, and the other thing
you don't say, I was only a little bit dirty.
But then she talks about the fact that Swanson had threatened her or something, and I thought, Swanson's name keeps coming up. And that's why I think he's behind some of this.
He might be.
I think there's still a lot more, so...
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't really, you know, I'm happy not talking about it because I've just seen what it's done to everybody. And
I agree, Joe.
I'm more than happy to wait for the investigation to come out to reveal all, because we don't know, and I don't think that just saying that these people are guilty proves anything.
Yep.
It
doesn't say someone's innocent or guilty, so
no,
it's got to just take its course.
And of course, what we know with her multiple personality disorder, and she says that she in her mind, if you read the letter, it said that she believed wholeheartedly that they were friends. So in her mind, she believed it was correct.
But even that to me, and I won't go any further, but even that to me just doesn't work. So,
oh, of course,
there's a lot of interesting things going on.
And Zoom call. Christoph Fan always wants Zoom calls. Okay.
Oh, what was this? Entire Sydney school now exposed. Just updated on the news.
Wow.
I'm jumping into the ABC.
I didn't think that children could get infected because Gladys said children couldn't get infected. Sorry, I keep playing that up. I keep saying that Gladys said because the thing is, when you live in Victoria and you're told that your government is incompetent and that we should be watching the gold standard of New South Wales, inside I'm actually laughing my head off. I'm actually very sad for the people of New South Wales, but inside I'm laughing my head off because,
I get where you're going from, Joe. There's so much crap that was put on Melbourne.
There's been, whenever anything happens, Melbourne gets criticised. And so they take the view that we need to get rid of it. We need to, get a handle on it. All right. So we're a year into pandemic. We all think we're pretty familiar with this point with Zoom, make my heart go boom, boom. It's the variants. Like, it was like when Victoria said that about fleeting transmission. And everybody said, there's no such thing as fleeting transmission. Victoria's gone mad. And then Gladys says it, and it's like, oh, Gladys has said it. There's fleeting transmission. It must be right because Gladys said it. But she's left the lockdown too late. They're going to be locked down for a month, I reckon. All right, just saying. All right, so we saw this one last night where somebody accidentally turned themselves into a potato. The boss. My boss turned herself into a potato on a Microsoft Teams meeting. Can't figure out how to turn the setting off, so she just stuck like that the entire meeting.
Oh, damn.
I'd be like that.
And who can forget the more recent example of Lawyer Cat?
Lawyer Cat. We love Lawyer Cat.
Lawyer Cat.
Filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here; she's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. It's not that I'm not a cat.
Oh God!
I love it. I mean, how could you have actually got through that? Oh no, what have I done here? All right.
No. Have they got Judge Middleton on this one where he calls the dude out for having the really weird?
My heart honestly goes out to this poor girl and her cake. Oh no, she's on Zoom. She really dropped her cake during her presentation.
Oops.
And the guy who didn't realise he was going to be on camera and then while shouting about his mistake didn't realise he wasn't muted. Then my Professor Michael goes, "What did you do to your face? I thought I was muted. I didn't think he was going to see it. 200 people just saw that." Remember when a casting director started insulting Lucas Gage's apartment during an audition? No.
No, it's ready.
Right. You guys still there? You guys still
Yeah.
there?
I'm here.
We're just listening.
Okay, I've just got a thing to say I had a connection
No,
issue.
it's totally. Listen, I'm living
Oh,
in a
I've got that too.
4x4 box. It's fine. Just give me the job and we'll be fine.
Just give me the job. This girl made her health concerns, the whole class health concerns. I think I'm gonna get sick. I just ate this mac and cheese in a cup. There's actually an expiry date and it says the 24th of February 2020. Teacher, oh, if it didn't taste bad, it's probably fine. What?
Okay.
This mum decided to comment on her child's Zoom class to her other kids not knowing AirPods picked up the sound. I'm the only mum on here. I'm like Mother of the Year. How I got kicked off second grade Zoom. These girls are like mimicking. Mum, they can hear you. This poor guy chose to play video games during his Zoom class and suffered the consequences when he tried to tune back in. Here goes, Gabe, what's your word? And I look around my desk for some word I can use. I see a lamp. I say lamp. My professor goes, the word you chose to introduce yourself with that rhymes with Gabe is lamp. Pro tip, before you check your desktop before a Zoom. In my first Zoom class, professor started sharing screen and one of her folders is just in all caps, divorce.
Oh.
Also, make sure no one's behind you. Lie, Zoom fail. Is that someone getting dressed? Yes, it is. It was a naked butt, and they. Oh, so all right, watch that again. All right. And they cut to a different picture. Maybe tilt your camera up in case. In case someone is. He's hiding. Seriously, if there's something in your background, people will notice. Private message on Zoom while teaching class today. This is weird, but I think your dog just vomited on the rug behind you. Hello, Dom. Above all, make sure you don't. Oh, yeah, we've had lots of trolls in tonight, Dom.
Yes. You have.
Above all, make sure you don't forget to change your Zoom name back at the end of a call with friends. My toddler joined her dance class with Fatty. I can't even say it.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm just going to step down from in the live stream. I'll be in the chat, but I've just got to rush around and do some things before.
That's all right. I just thought you were going to.
I go to sleep for my lockdown.
No, I was going to say, I thought you were going to say it was opposite to our trolls.
No, I'm just going to step down out of the live stream because I've got to sort these dogs out before I go to bed and whatnot.
No,
so I'm
right.
listening. I'm watching and listening, but yeah,
right,
I just won't be in the live.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I'll be in the chat. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Maybe be careful with the background changing too. The whole class might be able to see that you just put them on a spaceship. I thought I was just adjusting my screen. It's announcing you're changing the scene. I'm crying. So she's put the whole class on a spaceship.
Oops.
I would recommend against getting a haircut during class. Bro, getting a haircut in the middle of a Zoom class. Oh, that hasn't shown up. And of course, don't forget to mute yourself, especially if you're calling your substitute teacher cute. Yo, my teacher's wicked cute. Like, oh, he looked up.
Oops.
Or if you've got a hilarious response to your teacher writing 1D on the board. One dimension, more like one direction. Who's talking? This is why we mute ourselves, kids. Or is there an Indian government official that used the cat filter? Or singing to yourself. You're the most embarrassing thing happened in class yesterday. Actually, I muted myself. I was in my own little world humming away. Here's the clip. I don't think, where is it? Singing the clouds were, what are you singing? She unmuted her mic on her accident. Don't continue teaching. Don't make it weird. I was given a presentation class and then I heard this. She brings her whole, like this whole thing every time. She doesn't even have like regular headphones. Oh. Or if you're going to talk about how bad your poop just was. Are you going to the bathroom? Do not. That was probably one of the worst poops of my life.
Oops.
Or going about school. So here's me embarrassing myself in AB Bio under Unit 2 exam. You okay, Jenny? Don't write anything questionable in chat. If you think you're having a bad day, my friend said, I hate this class in Zoom chat thinking it was iMessage.
Oops. Zoom calls have got a lot to answer for.
I hate this class. Then they put love. It's so interesting, but I'm concerned about the quiz. And it says, never type on your laptop. Oh, dear. And if you're the teacher, you may want to zoom out. My teacher didn't notice he had his camera zoomed all the way in the whole class. Either he likes to show off his mustache. He's been having that the whole time. Executive at work didn't realise this was his Zoom background.
Oops.
Take this is your daily reminder not to start filming makeup tutorials during Zoom class. Putting on cloud makeup for TikTok. Teacher, can you turn your camera on? It's easy for me to understand what you're saying when I see you.
Oops.
And actually learn to leave the meeting when it's over. What a boring. Yes, you have to press leave the button. I don't know if you can count this as a fail or win, but one of my favourite Zoom shenanigans from the past year is the student getting kidnapped. Teaching. Well, did you guys just see Tyler get kidnapped? I bet teachers do have a whole website full of these.
Oh, yeah, I bet they do.
All right, I'll see what else we've got. All right, more Zoom fails. They didn't have many videos though. I reckon got amazing stories to tell.
Who?
Are there some awesome Zoom fails on YouTube? Okay. Cool.
I bet there are. Bet there are like loads of them.
That's the cat. Oh, okay. Let's do this one. Okay, see you, John Fox. Yeah, I won't be much longer. It's nearly midnight here. So.
Bye, John Fox.
All right, so here we go. We've got women. What on earth? I don't want this. clue is it? Says woman forgets video when heading to bathroom. All right, come on, let's work.
Load.
Load. Come on.
It's not working, is it?
No. Try this one. One of them's going to work.
Nope. I don't think anything's going to work.
Oh, remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
All right. No. Right, we might just take it to YouTube then, hey? Oh, it says watch later. No, I don't want to watch it later. I want to watch it now.
It's being a pain.
It's being
Here you go.
Welcome to the NBA. I know short order cook. I hate it. It take forever. Oops, there we go. We've got
Years or whatever. I think it really depends on just like the ethical standards of the profession, and in reality,
No,
that
can I actually hop on this call?
high standards.
Spending is up.
Like,
Look
I'm
at the graph right below.
profession you don't have.
I'm sorry.
Camera off.
Oops.
Higher than 2019.
Oh my God,
We started this quarter off at 2.75.
And that's why you chat up the mics, people.
all right, here we go. Turn off some. He forgets to turn off some camera for his me time.
Since I'm not on this account.
No problem. Go ahead, Sean.
Sure. Let's just start off with January 2020. Now, consumer spending is up. If you look at the graph right below.
What page you'll be on?
I'm sorry, we're on page 12, second graph from the top.
Danielle, turn your camera off.
Right. So if you look, we're up.
He's not, is he?
Higher than 2019.
Oh.
He's not.
Ah.
Holy shit. Daniel. Call Mika. Oh my God. You call
Oh
Daniel.
my life.
How do we
Oh my god.
Daniel. Oh my God. Daniel is the host. Holy shit.
Oh my life. Oh
Oh,
god.
he did that. Daniel is a legend, apparently. Oh boy.
Can everyone hear me? But we'll try and at least discuss.
Guys, what happened? She left the meeting. Yeah, she left the meeting. It kicked her out the internet. Yeah. You guys see me? All of you guys. I see that there's a little record sign at the top of the screen. So the teacher's recording this. She can watch us and see that we're not behaving. Yeah, I know. And the principal. Yeah, we know. That should be serious trouble. I'm just muting my mic because I don't want to talk. So we should be behaved.
So there's always one that wants to behave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom's like that. Me,
Oh, man.
because if the principal finds out that video of if we were being bad right now, she would see it being very bad, and we would be in big trouble with our parents.
Well, we're toast.
We'll be toast.
Toast means we're in trouble.
Feel the Love wants to know what she missed.
Not toast.
We were just having fun, Feel the Love. We were watching these
And
Zoom fails.
said we'll be toast. Whoever said that, I'll maybe have toast for breakfast tomorrow.
I said that. That sounds really bad. They don't have notes, but they don't know our numbers.
Daniel, who he has moved and changed his name. Yep, I would imagine so.
Yeah, I'd say Daniel's left the country. He left the
Yeah,
organisation.
he's like, I'm not gonna. He's gone to a little hideaway, and he's like,
What a
"I'm
nut!
having
I know. I was
fantasy."
thinking about that too. She was gonna. I think that was the funniest video call. Yes. So that is. I'm missing it. I was in shock. I don't want to watch it again.
It was just like, what is he doing?
The little voice of the. I know. Yes, class president. That's right. All right.
Class president.
Oh. How do you reckon Daniel would have reacted when he got the phone call?
I've been like, yeah, I'm changing my job.
Oh boy, that was funny. No,
Why is Australia going into
we're
crisis?
literally in crisis. Oh, we are in crisis.
As in virus crisis?
COVID crisis. Yeah, because our government's stupid.
Our government's not any better.
Bo said he's moving to Mars.
Yeah, probably is.
I mean, how do you face all your co-workers after that?
Oh, that's a good question. Like,
I
you
have
just
to say,
wouldn't.
I went, he's not going to do that, is he? Surely he's not going to do that. Daniel's not here, man.
Oh, God.
Maybe it was Daniel that was here as the trolls.
Maybe it was. Elon Musk is going to what? Elon Musk is going
Take us all
what?
to the moon.
Oh yeah, that he is.
Okay, so let's have a look. I'm just going to see what did he do? He was enjoying some alone time.
Not realizing he's on a Zoom call.
Not realizing he had not
And-
put his camera off.
I think he was the host of the Zoom call as well.
He was the host of the Zoo call.
So it's like,
I thought he was great. Daniel decided he had some issues. Yes. Zoom. I'm just going to put this in YouTube, see what this is. Zoom call fails.
oh my God.
I don't know about UFOs or anything like that. All right. So here we go. Oh, wow, there's a few. Oh, no. All right. Let's look at this one. Feel the Love. Doesn't quite know how to react. I know, it was like that.
I can imagine the people in the Zoom call were like, what do we do?
The host with the most. Yes, I'd say. All right, here we go. Best online school trolling on Zoom compilation. This is 16 minutes.
Oh, wow.
All right, and then this will be my last one, and then I'm going to head off.
ESA 3, ESA 4. Excuse me, Mr. Kersley.
Could you please give some attention to my guy Agatha over here?
What happened?
Oh,
Oh, it's been paused.
we have buffering.
I hate buffering. All right.
Over here.
Me too.
Listen.
Yes, what's your grandson's name?
Agatha. Can you pay attention to Agatha right here? He's been sat down. I've been supervising this lesson. Please pay attention to Agatha.
I have answered Agatha's questions.
That's not what he's been telling me. He's been saying to me that you're just ignoring him. And I'm sick and tired of you ignoring my grandson. Yes, you.
Oh.
My granddaughter. I'm sick and tired of you. Don't mute me. Sick and tired of you ignoring my granddaughter.
I'm sorry, I have answered. I helped Agatha.
Sorry, darling. I know you're embarrassed right now, but I don't mean to interrupt this class, so I'm gonna go, okay?
Oh. Oh my lord. Oh. What?
Continue the class. Thank you, Mr.
Oh my god.
Yo, hello.
Are ballsy girl or nigga toilet?
I'm sorry, what page are you on? Yeah, page. Some random, what do you call it? Hey, Leo, what's up, man? Thank you for letting me in, by the way. So, yeah, what page are we on? Sorry, dude. We're just in the middle of stand-up. Could you let Simon finish? Yes, I think I will. I'm sorry.
I'm going to be working today on the PDF with the service for
You can't. Oh.
offline download job. No blockers. And touch base with Jimmy on what you buy the legal tax off that you choose to deploy or not.
I drew a dog cock. Holy shit. Oh, you guys have dogs? This is what it looks like, by the way. So this is the sternum, and this is the inacular, fracular, testacular. And this is this right here, this topic. This is the stem pedistic humba case segda. Okay, so now you guys know. You just learned something. The anatomy of fucking dog penis.
Oops. It's buffering again.
Why are they leaving?
Why are they leaving?
Why the fuck would they leave? Yeah, why are they leaving? Exactly. Now you know the shashunga of the dog. No, I don't think I will. It's a one-time class. Watch me to go get paid. All right, how much are you depositing to the dog cock class? Trick question. Oh, I fucking left it. You tricked me. He asked me what time I go to bed. He left. The same fucking trick.
So because of that, we won't have a Zoom class.
No, he's back again.
Continue. Why have you stopped speaking? Sorry. Guys, pop quiz. 2 plus 2. No laughing during class. No talking, motherfuckers. 2 plus 2.
Ah.
Hey, Jean. All right, so this one's not as funny as what I was hoping it was. So we'll have a look at
Nah.
All right.
Hey, it's me, Brett. That was me.
Hello, Jean. How are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, I am up late. All right, let's try this one. We'll do one more. All right, the craziest, funniest Zoom calls. All right.
Let's see what they do.
All right, so we'll do this one is the craziest, funniest Zoom fails so far of 2021.
Yeah, what's left for the semester?
All right, ready? Here we go.
Yeah, what's left?
Buffering, it's buffering, it's buffering.
Yes, this lovely Australian
Yeah,
internet.
what's left for the semester? Seriously.
Yeah, his mum. He's yelling at his mum.
Doesn't want you to play it, does it?
No. He really hits his mum.
Okay, seriously, mute your say a few years or whatever.
Oh, this is the toilet one.
It depends on just like the ethical standards of the profession, and in reality, I've heard that social work kind of has like good standards in terms of things, and that
The
oftentimes
faces.
don't people on the profession. Hold on. What happened?
I saw nothing.
I got it. No problem. Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, this is Daniel. This is Daniel. Back for more.
Page you'll be on.
I'm sorry. We're
Feel
on
the love.
second graph from the top.
Okay. Danielle, turn your camera off.
All right. So if you look, we're 0.15% higher than 2019. Started the quarter off at 2.75%.
Holy shit.
Daniel.
I don't think he's
Daniel. Oh my god.
Daniel.
Daniel. Oh my god.
Call Daniel on his cell. Call Daniel on his cell. How do we turn this sheet off?
Wow.
We can't.
Oh, hell no.
Daniel. Oh my god. Daniel is the host.
Did you guys just see Tyler get kidnapped? Do we need to call the police?
We sprung out from the last we must make sure that our nation's sole proprietors and small businesses receive timely.
I'm sorry, Mr. Emmer?
Yes,
Are you okay?
I am. You're upside down, Tom. I don't know how to fix that.
Right side.
The Empire State Building on this ledge.
Off his chair.
caters to the GDP in a big way, but 50% हमारा export जो है वो
Oh,
On a Zoom call and
oh sorry,
teachers-
Jane. Oh, no.
Okay, well, turn your camera on, just mute your mic, just don't be in bed or in the bathroom or like in your kitchen. Where else am I supposed to go? I don't have a game room. I don't got like 18 bedrooms.
Easy now. You can be in your kitchen. I didn't say anything about not being in the kitchen. I just said you need to be in an appropriate place.
Oh
And
my
I was just giving some examples.
God, I thought I
You
was
can
on.
be in your bedroom. I just mean don't be in bed under the blankets. And you must be appropriately dressed. Okay?
Oops.
Right, he's.
I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings.
I'm checking my emails now, Jean. I don't seem to have got it.
We're trying to.
I'll have another look.
Hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but
Oh, the cute kitty, the cute little kitty.
you're lying. I'm not a cat.
Well,
I can see that. I think if you click the up,
Right, there you go.
they were funny.
Yeah. Those, yeah. Lawyer cat. So anyway, I'm going to head off. Jean, I didn't get the email. Did you send it to my email address? Because I'm just checking now. I'll have another look, but I haven't got anything. So I apologise, because if I usually try and respond to emails when I get them, but I can't see it. I'll have another look. So anyway, thank you, Josh, for joining me, because I'm going to right now. So as I said, I apologise, Jean, because I'll go have a closer look. I'll check my yeah. So thank you all for joining me for some fun and some laughter, and so we've been going for over 3 hours.
Wow. that's how long my streams last usually. Well, I try and cut it off at 2 hours and then we get talking and it's like, oops, it's 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. I did 4 hours once just because I lost track of time.
You do, don't you, when you're streaming?
So, yeah. All right, see you,
It's
Dom.
been lovely seeing everyone.
Yeah, well, thank you, Josh. It's been great. Thank you for jumping on. And yes, and helping with the trolls that we had.
Those were funny.
Oh, they were funny, weren't they? I wonder if any of them was Daniel.
You never know.
Oh, boy.
You never know.
Josh is a good guy. That's good.
I do try to be.
All right. Well, thank you all very much, and I'll chat and speak to you all later.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye.